Hello, everyone, and welcome to Session 2 of the Menace under Otari. As I have learned, it's not the Troubles. That's the next module we're running. When we left off last time, our adventurers had made it through a good chunk of this dungeon, clearing out everything from undead to spiders to some kobolds. We got to this wonderful little confusing question posed by a talking statue about weighing coins, and through very, very slight divine intervention, our adventurers were able to figure it out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It opened up this room next to the statue, to which our adventurers popped in here and found a small cache of money, and some little peepholes into the next room where they were able to hear some more kobold-sounding noises coming from. And that is where we'll pick up today. Before you guys move out of this room, though, there is one thing that I need to add. Back towards the back side of this little room that you're in, so back over here somewhere. This is to this, but over here somewhere, there is a control mechanism. You don't know exactly what it does. All you know is that right now it is switched to the disarm position.
Should we push it?
No, we need an arm.
What do you suppose this does?
I don't know.
No.
If we pushed it, we would know.
What harm could happen?
It could open something up.
Yeah.
Then I will smash it, as we have smashed everything in here.
Oh, okay.
I am not afraid of releasing more evil to be destroyed.
Alright, well, let me get behind you.
I'm gonna walk over to the mechanism. It's over here.
Yep. Okay.
And push it to arm, I guess.
Okay. You move it to the arm position. It's actually called active, so you move it to the active position, but it's active now. And all you hear is a slight little, like, thunk. And for Gruel and Grave, the sound emanates from through the little peepholes right here. So it's coming from what sounds like the room across from you.
Like the one we're looking into?
Yes, the one you're peeping into with the holes up this way.
And we just heard a thunk noise from in here.
Yep, you just heard like a thunk, and it's coming from up in this direction. So
Do I still hear the gnolls?
you hear no gnolls, but you hear kobolds.
Oh,
You do hear
Oh,
one
kobold.
gnoll. You hear one
Kobold.
gnoll. I'm sorry, one single gnoll.
yes. One single ball.
My
coming
bad.
from next to you. But there are kobolds. What it sounds like anyway, because you've heard this before. If you remember down in that storeroom that had the locked door, that same sound was emanating down the hallway from there. So this is a similar sound, one you've definitely heard, before, and you can easily surmise that, yes, you do hear kobolds coming from this room.
Okay, well, that did nothing, so let's go.
No,
Kill
it
kill
did
them.
nothing.
Okay, do you see what it did? It did nothing.
I
Fair
do
enough.
not see anything. What do you see, little frog man?
Grave
Exactly.
and Gruel, give me perception checks. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
I'm not making that up. I need to double check the DC on this.
Also, if you want perception checks to be secret so we don't know what they are, if you ask us to make a secret check, we can then just hold down control and click it, and then only you will know the results as the GM. Secret checks are a pretty big thing in Pathfinder Second Edition.
Okay.
Just for future, it's built into the system. You don't always have to do secret, but like recall knowledge is usually secret. Stealth is secret. Insight, which is a type of perception, a sense motive, is secret. Just so we don't know the results and we don't metagame it.
Okay. With your perception, and your understanding of the mechanism, and standing where you were, listening to the sound going off, you surmise that up in this general area, in this way, somewhere up here, is where the clicking sound came from, and where you believe a trap to be. The active trap that you have set.
I have an idea.
Yes.
It's a good idea, I think.
All ideas are good ideas. Just sometimes execution is bad.
I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that forever. You can't take that back now. We have it recorded. First hand here.
That's Darlock's stance, not Bayard's stance.
It was right about there, like those 4 tiles.
Just up in that area. You're not 100% sure specific, it is this tile to this tile, but in that general area, you believe there is some form of a trap. That's maybe where it's coming from, where the click went, where you believe it's set.
Rave is going to shush the other 2, and then he is going to cast Ghost Sound again in this general area.
Ghost sound?
Ghost Sound. It sounds like 4 normal humans shouting, so
Okay.
hopefully the kobolds inside go and test this for us, so we know what we're walking into.
Can you remember what we're looking through? Is it like weird slats, or like is this windows?
It is not windows. Let me flip back, but from my understanding when I read it, it was just little, like, almost like little peepholes. So let me go back here. Tiny shafts of light coming through the wall on the north side. Tiny holes in the wall. So it is literally just little peepholes. Teeny holes
Okay.
in the wall. Teeny holes in the wall.
Holes?
Holes.
Are they holes?
Small holes that were created in this very, built stone wall, almost like something had at once pierced them and then been removed.
Huh.
So you let off your noise, and you can hear stirring and kobold noises, but you don't necessarily see anybody come into the area.
Why is there screaming coming from inside? What is happening?
He yelled. He yelled really loud.
He did not yell. He is here talking to us.
Well, he did a spell.
I made something else yell very loud for us. I thought it was working.
He pinched it.
I thought it would work, but it looks like they aren't going to go that way.
I am not sure about these tactics. Would it not be better to just walk in and slice the monsters' heads from their shoulders?
Yes, but we have limited, not dying capabilities, and I would like to not die again. Again.
Phil will watch us, my brother.
Okay. Well, we tried that, and now we can't. So we go back to killing.
Yep.
Would you prefer if I set aside my polearm and used a shield and sword to give you more?
No, I mean, seems what we're doing right now is working fairly well, and I see no reason to stop doing it. I was just
Good,
trying to.
because I wasn't going to do that. I just wanted to propose the offer to you and see if you were offensive or defensive minded.
I didn't expect you to. I don't even carry a shield, do you?
We found this polished shield earlier.
That is
Do
right.
you want it?
I don't think I can use it.
Anybody can use a shield, just
Yeah.
perhaps not effectively.
And I can't use my spells with the shield in the other hand. You need at least 3 digits.
I can't even carry it. It's too heavy.
It,
Starlock walks up and inspects. Like,
we must put you on a stronger diet and workout regimen when we are done with this, my friend.
Okay.
How do you feel about meat and cheese?
I like it a lot. I can cook it very good. We haven't had the time to cook yet, but I'll cook you a good meal.
Good protein.
Yeah. That'll work.
Oh, we are wasting time though. Let's go crush kobold skulls.
Okay.
Save this town and earn our place within it.
This place that I've been forever. Practically grew up here. Okay. Go back to the hallway. Wasn't there another door?
There is another door.
Oh, what is that? Ah!
Can you get there? Darlock? Oh, are we still sending Gruel first?
I was stuck due to like walls and
That's
movement issues. I couldn't.
No,
Looked
what?
like
That's
yeah,
fair.
that's what it looked like.
What
I was gonna
is?
leave you for you.
What is this?
It's a door.
No, right here.
The angelic servant of Ragathel has been journeying with us since we first entered this place.
It looks different.
It looks the same to me.
The new token.
There is an
Okay.
updated
Perhaps we
token.
did not.
There is an updated token, but for the rest of the game, it has looked exactly like that the whole time.
Perhaps we did not have an appropriate first reaction to our friend Grave being able to summon an angelic messenger into our midst when it happened earlier today.
I was very focused on getting food.
Yes, we were being attacked by wild animals and were distracted by an angelic servant being summoned into our midst.
I should pay attention more.
Sorry.
Okay.
Minor updates out of game to the appearance of the idol. So
Okay.
all right. So
I opened the door.
awesome. You guys open door, and before you can walk in, we're going to begin our combat.
The door closed on me after I opened it.
I feel like Blue Man might be involved.
No.
Don't know why. But
You
Blue Man
always
is
blame me.
somehow involved with this.
I'm all the way back here.
Get all of our people here. Oh my gosh. Stop there. All right. And let's roll for initiative.
Okay.
I got a 4. Beautiful. Yeah, it's gonna go great.
All right. You guys can hear the music now, right? I guess
Yes.
it's not music.
Yep.
The screaming
Combat.
kobolds. Yep. Awesome. So let's begin our encounter. So you kick open the door, or open the door softly, or however it does, but it makes this creaking noise. I'll actually read this before we start this. The door opens with a creak, revealing a massive chamber that looks like an audience hall. On the far side, a broad set of stairs leads up to where the throne, a throne, might once have been. Pillars support the high ceiling, and the ruined tatters of a once decorative banner still hang from them. A decorative tile pattern, centered in the middle of the room, shows through the grim coating upon the floor. And the squeaking noise of the door opening does alert the kobolds in the room. That mixed with the fact that they were ready for something or somebody and they were already hiding because there was a loud screamy voice coming. They kick open the door and they understand where you're at now. And this guy's going to run out here and get to here thinking he's got the perfect angle to try and get in there to hit Darlock. And as he does that, make sure I got this right. Let's see if this works. Oh, fuck. You notice Grave and Darlock, probably the only two who will actually be able to see this. Some spears come jutting from this west wall and fly across the room. And this unsuspecting kobold, who had come running across the room, is going to take... It didn't do the damage. But it is going to take what is... Oh man, it rolled really poopy. But that's okay. It was enough to kill him. So as you see these spears come flying across, you watch one spear catch square between the eyes of this kobold warrior.
I just see a bunch of spears because it's out of line of sight.
Oh. You can't see this kobold?
No, there's a pillar there.
Oh, well, you see spears coming across, and you hear a resounding, like, thunk. But not the thunk of a metal shafted spear slamming into a wall, but a much more fleshy, with some kind of guttural, like, blood gushing type noise behind it, and you hear a small little screech. But it is quickly quieted. I mean, he gets out less than an eighth of his screech. It's just, and it's done. And that's the end of it.
Well, everyone, I think we know what the thing did. That.
More dead kobolds sounds like.
It is Graves' turn.
The game is paused.
Yes, it is. Sorry. I
Graves
paused it so you
gonna-
guys could move and then forgot to unpause it.
It was gonna move up a little bit. Can't see jack squat here, so I'm gonna move up a little bit more. Still can't. Well. Let's see. I gotta do some math real fast. 30 right there. I think I see what happened where the kobold was. Let's see. Do some math from where I've already moved. 20, I have 25 feet, so we're gonna step forward one more. Hope I don't set off the trap again. Then, finally, I'm going to try to cast it. Whoopsies. We'll try to cast it there. Right there. With my other two actions. I'm going to cast Concordant Fire. A 10-foot burst. There, and anything's there. I feel like there was a macro for these. So, yes. Macros.
30-foot emanation.
20 or 10-foot burst.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the material schematic. Okay, you're doing
The 2 casts. That's I used 1 to move.
okay. And a 10-foot burst catches both these little dudes here.
Yeah. So Graves pulls out a holy symbol and starts making. He doesn't start making noise. Nobody else can hear it outside of the 10-foot burst. These poor little kobolds have a whole angelic choir going on in their heads right now.
And both seem to pass. One with a critical
Wow.
success.
I think it's half damage.
Still
on
half
a-
damage
Yeah.
on a regular success.
So, I don't know about the rules. Is it they roll 2d4 and we take half, or can I just have them roll 1d4 and they just take it all?
It's roll 2d4 and take half.
Okay. I know that the minimum on a 2d4 is higher than a 1d4, so. Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. And they will take half that.
I think the critical success takes none. I'm not
Yeah,
quite
critical
sure.
success is 0. So and the regular success is half.
Oh, okay.
Then a failure is full, critical failure is double.
So this guy would take none.
You can't do double damage fireballs.
Oh, jeez. Really?
If they crit fail their save, they take double damage.
All right. Well, there you go. The damage is dealt, and you hear a sonic. Is that sonic as in like psychic, or is that sonic as in like a boom?
It's sound. It's supposed to be like a really loud choir playing in their head. So it's
Oh,
just
all right.
pointing.
And you see them. One of them clutches their head for a second, shakes it off, and is back in the fight. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
All right. This guy is going to run forward 20 feet to here and attempt to hit you with his spear. Hitting for 6 damage.
It's not very polite of you, young kobold.
And then he'll take a second one at you. Critically missing.
I'm too far away to protect you.
And that's the end of his turn. It is Gruel's turn, however, I think Gruel stepped away for a second.
Yeah, he had to step away.
Yep.
He said make a move for him. So
Okay.
I assume Gruel will rush up as far as he can maybe see, and then it's 25 foot. I don't know if he'll be able to see anything, and then maybe cast a spell.
Here, he cannot see anything. This is 25 feet. Can he go? I think 25 is his max. Yes. Where's his speed? There it is, 25. Yeah, so he can get to there. Actually, he could potentially get to here because that would have been 25 as well.
Yeah.
Although this doesn't give him anything better. Oh, there is. He can see one person far back away.
I don't know what his spell limits are.
Let's see what his spells are.
Maybe a cantrip or something.
He doesn't have any spells that do damage.
Well, then I guess that'll be his turn.
Yep. Actually, strike that.
He
then.
didn't take a damage
He would
cantrip?
go here, and then he would try to support Grave, if I had to guess. So his one move to here, and then maybe magic weapon on. No,
Does he still have spell slots?
actually, no. Yeah, he's out of those two. So he can cast Daze.
That can deal damage.
Yeah. What's the range on it? 60 feet? Yeah. Okay, then no. He would move to here where he could see the creature. He'll target this one, and he'll cast Daze. Which is his 3 turns, so he'd be out of turns here. This guy makes a save and critically succeeds, so
So it doesn't matter.
nothing. Yep. It's the end of Gruel's turn. Now for this guy. You watch this guy scamper real quick to right here. Oh no, he doesn't scamper, he stays here. That's what he does. Yep. And not sure how exactly to put it on the map, but drops a trap right here that Gruel would definitely see and Grave would definitely see. So right here at the base of the stairs drops a trap right there. Okay? But that is its entire turn. Next. What would you like to do? It's not
I'm
Graves'
gonna-
turn. It's not Graves' turn. Sorry, we have an extra hidden player in here now who's jumping into the fray.
Is it my turn?
It is not. It actually is
Okay.
a hidden player. Pascal.
Can't see anything if my token's hidden.
I didn't want the players to all see you too.
Good. We're just jumping right in.
Yep.
Yeah, with I have a free action where when I roll initiative, I can interact to draw one-handed firearm.
Okay. You've got a firearm out.
And it is already loaded
Awesome.
from earlier. I think upon seeing the people rushing in and everything. Moment. Yeah. Pascal, he knows what he's here to do. He doesn't know who these other people are, but he's just gonna go for what he's here to do. I'm gonna. And it says there's no ammunition assigned. One moment.
No worries. So you guys, unbeknownst to you, hidden in one of the dark recesses of the room, a fourth kobold pops into view and pulls out if anybody's familiar with it, a firearm. A metallic double-barreled looking machine. Hand size, about the size of a hand crossbow.
And then you hear a loud bang.
Ooh,
Whoa! Whoa!
solid hit. And this was to Kobold Warrior?
Yeah, the one. Yeah, I targeted them. So
So, right next to you, Grave, you watch as this fourth kobold pulls up this hand pistol looking metallic hand crossbow, and with a loud bang, a shot fires out. And you're used to seeing maybe bolts and it's a little quieter, but this one's loud. Or at least a lot louder than you're used to. And you watch as it sinks into this kobold standing next to you, a little confused that an extra kobold here is attacking another kobold. But you watch as
Kobold on kobold violence.
yeah, and you
How
watch as
uncouth.
you watch as that shot comes firing across and slams right into the guy right in front of you.
Well, at least they're on our side for now.
I'm gonna reload, and then I'm gonna shoot again.
Okay. That one will miss.
Actions.
Is that it?
Yep, those are my 3 actions.
Awesome. Okay. Sorry, Darlock. Now it's your turn.
Darlock rushes in. That was something weird. That was 15, 20. I heard this loud bang from up in the north.
You did.
As I rush past Grave, Darlock shouts out,
You take the weak one. I'll get the one firing.
I think they're on our side, at least for the moment.
but alas, it's not Grave's turn. I swing at this kobold with the gun.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits. Zach, are you applying the damage for us? Or
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, I'm
Wanted
right
to
there.
make sure that we didn't. Wanted to make sure we didn't double.
Yep. So that is 3 actions in the 2 moves and a slap.
Yes. That's my turn.
Darlock goes straight for the kobold, firing the pistol. Grave, it's your turn. You've witnessed this fourth kobold take a couple shots at the one you're fighting. Darlock comes running past you and yells, "He'll get the stronger one. You take that weaker one," and heads up and takes a nice big chunk out of the fourth kobold who was once firing at your enemies.
Darlock. I don't think they're one of the rabble rousers down here. I'm almost certain that they wouldn't, have a gun if that was the case. We've only seen these ones use spears. Am I muted?
Nope, we can hear you.
No. It's not my turn to respond.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's how we were doing this.
Is that rules of Pathfinder? You can't even spit out a quick reactional sentence.
You can speak on your turn, yeah, but it's a 6-second round. We can't have a 45-minute conversation
No,
about
totally
whether this
understand.
kobold's fair or not.
Yeah, totally understand.
25, one move. And we're gonna. Is it space? Yes, it is. A second move. I guess I can just do that. Let's see, I think the Eidolon is better melee damage, so we're gonna attack with the Eidolon. At this boy. Target him. Oh my
That
god.
will be a miss.
And that will be all
So-
for my turn.
Unable to disarm the kobold. This kobold feeling the pressure. He's going to run away.
If he had attacked, I would have gotten my retributive strike.
He's going to run this way as fast as he can. And then turn and hurl. Why is your... Oh, that's the kobold. Never mind. I was going to say, why is your guy dead? He's not. He's going to turn and hurl his spear real quickly. Yeah. He's going to miss. And then he's going to finish scurrying away. And, not seeing the trap.
Right into a trap?
Yep, not seeing the trap. They're not smart. He will run right across said trap, which oh shit. Okay, let's see if he dodges this. Are you ready? He does not. He steps right into the trap, and it does clamp closed on him and kill him. Not well coordinated are these kobolds. It is Gruul's turn. Has Gruul returned yet?
No.
Okay.
He's typing it now. He has. But. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be back for a while.
Okay. Gruul will move forward, seeing that none of his team seems to be struggling very, very badly. Grave has a little bit of damage, but he's okay. He's going to step forward to here, still targeting that last little kobold over in the corner that he sees. Last little, I guess there's one more kobold. There's still two, but he sees that Darlock is clearly handling that fourth one. So he's going to move up to here and cast this one more time. See if he can catch this dude unawares. He passes this time, which does nothing. There's no... It's just they have to critically fail to be stunned, right? So...
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nothing. And you watch this kobold. Now everybody can see this. Well, Darlock still
I
cannot.
can't.
Darlock still cannot see this kobold as it throws out yet another trap into that little spot. Without moving. Throws down another trap right next to the dead kobold warrior and screeches a few unintelligible obscenities, which to our fourth kobold up in the top is something along the lines of "you numbskull," and ends his turn. Pascal, it is your turn.
Cool. I am. I just want to double check. That's the trap master over there. Cool. Immediately turning to Darlock, right in front of me. Really? I don't attack you. You fucking come for me. Really, not cool. Then I'm gonna turn to the Trap Master. Thank you, computer pop-ups, for blocking the screen. Since I have a double barrel pistol, I'm gonna use my first 2 actions to reload both barrels,
Okay.
which it's saying it's already loaded. And then I'll take my third to do a strike. And since it is a double barrel, I can shoot both at the same time.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Does that count as
Never.
both shots, or is that just one of the 2 shots?
They fire at the same time.
And use the same. Okay.
I'm fairly certain. Let me double check. Loaded separately in a but they can be fired in a single strike.
Okay. Unfortunately, though, this one does, just because of the angle of it, catches the edge, and you see a piece of the wall that it's barely hiding behind shatter off, and it's just not quite on point.
Great.
that-
Those are my 3 actions.
Okay. Darlock. This kobold screamed basically, fuck you, and then shot at something else.
Between Graves' comments and this kobold's actions, Darlock gets this look of like syringe on his face. Like,
I thought you were one of them. Sorry.
Oh, is the wall blocking you again?
No,
I had ruler tool on. I'm just having issues today. Hold on. Map out my.
I have returned.
Hey, welcome back.
Look back.
We can do this. There we go. All right. Then
Well within your range of 10 feet.
that's 25, so I'll just walk right up next to him.
Okay.
Miss on the first strike. And then
I think you have a hero point, right? If you wanted to use it, you could. Don't feel obligated, but I think you have one.
nah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna usually start play with a hero point. I'm just gonna try again. See. No, that's alright.
Okay. You are dead. Let's remove you from participant here. Remove you from participant here. Grave, you're up. There's one little kobold up in the corner that appears to be on your side. It's fired at all your enemies so far and hasn't taken any action against you. It also screamed "fuck you" to Darlock. And then there's another little kobold over near the staircase throwing down traps to try to slow your guys' progress. I can't hear you if you're talking.
Is this pillar completely obscuring?
No. If you can see them
Okay.
from your view, let me see.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, those aren't even like pillars really. Like,
I'm going
guessing so.
Cast, or I'm going to try and hit it with a divine lance of good energy,
Okay.
which I think might work. But instead I miss. So
Okay.
it's all for my turn. Yeah.
And this little kobold here seems to be pretty wily. Gruel, it's your turn. To catch you up to speed, Grave ran into the room and started attacking one kobold. A fourth kobold appeared from the corner, from the shadows, firing at the kobold that Grave was attacking. There was a loud bang, in which Darlock ran in, chased down the sound, told Grave, "You get the weaker one," and went straight for this fourth kobold that just appeared with this kind of a different, strange-looking weapon. took a big chunk out of that fourth kobold. Fourth kobold responded in kind with "fuck you, stop hitting me," and turned to fire at the third kobold, while Grave yelled out, in a nutshell, it's not attacking us. I think it's on our side.
Okay. I only see one kobold still alive.
You would have run past here, so back here, because you did move this, you would have seen back up in this corner a fourth kobold.
Okay, so there's the near-death kobold over there.
Yep. And
But that one's different.
That's the one that Grave attacked, and that Darlock attacked, and you heard Grave yell, "Hey, it's on our side," and this fourth kobold has taken multiple shots at the other kobolds.
Well, then I'll attempt to daze that one that I can see.
I played his character perfectly, guys. That's all I dazed for you while you were gone. I wasn't sure what you'd do.
Well, I saw the.
Oh, okay.
You don't have damage spells. I was like, here it is. This is it.
And it fails. It just took a roll from a much better person than me.
What?
You cast it this time instead of me, and it worked because it's critically succeeded the last 2 times.
Oh, okay.
But this time you were on point, so.
There you go. Did it critically fail?
No.
Oh.
So. It takes what? 4?
Yeah, it takes 4.
That applied to the Trapmaster. Yes, it did. Okay, good.
Uh-oh, my movement's weird.
Why is your movement weird?
I think because you showed me the room.
Oh, just don't worry about that. It's not a big deal. Also, you would have seen it dropped a trap right at the base of the stairs.
I can't move. I don't know what's up.
Did you hold down control and drop out a pattern?
I did? Oh, I see. I lost connection.
Commit to it. Oh.
Oh, great.
Help?
Are there 2 of you on the map now?
No.
I see a shadow of him right here.
My character's in the wall.
What is going on? Maybe refresh your game real fast.
Okay.
Can't believe he broke Foundry.
I was just trying to move, and then it did move.
Blue, man.
I moved you.
All right, there. Oh, now I'm in the wall. Okay, that's it. I'm done.
Okay, there's now multiple shadows of Blue Man's character running across the map. One's gone. It's okay. All right, Trapmaster. It's their turn. So I'm not familiar. It doesn't say that it can't put it underneath a character. Can they just stick a trap under a person and force you to make a save immediately?
I doubt that is the intent.
I doubt either.
Being possible.
Yeah, I doubt either. But it doesn't have any... Oh, no, it has a spear. No, we're good. We're good. It has a spear. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know what else to do with him because he's just a trap dude, but he actually does have... actually, they're gonna pull out a small short sword, leaving the traps behind, and take a swing. Yeah. All right. Follow up second attack. Yeah. Yes. With the -4 to that one, which will do 6 damage to Darlock. And with its final turn, it will stay right where it's at and just eat it. There you go. Miss. Terribly miss. Okay. That's its turn. And it decides it wants to go down swinging since there's traps about and it doesn't want to try and hop them like his buddy did. That will be their turn. Pascal or Pascal? Pascal?
No. Pascal.
Pascal. It is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Go here. can see everybody else. I'm going to reload, and then I'm gonna strike the try to shoot the trap master again, because this
Okay.
has worked really well so far.
It did work. And it's going to take 5 damage.
And those are my 3 actions.
Okay. Darlock. Another resounding crack of maybe black powder energy, I'm not sure yet. But another loud and a metal slug flies past you and slams into the trap master. And it seems like for now you've made the right decision not to keep pressing on that attack. But now you're right in that final kobold's face, looming down on it.
Yeah, he hit me. I'm ready to end it.
He's gonna be ended. He's in trouble. All right. Still standing though.
I'll try one more time here. That will be a miss. And then I will attempt to demoralize him as I just glare with my intimidating glare to attempt to just frighten him so that he knows his impending doom is coming. I don't actually say anything. I just do intimidating. So that will be... Man, this guy's tough.
Close though. It was close. So you glare at them, but they're so caught up with the fact that they're near death that they've accepted their decision to die on this hill and keep fighting through it.
Thought we were in a cave.
Shut up. Just
Blue Man.
Just shut up. Blue Man, I like playing with you. I just want to say that. I just appreciate your witty sarcasm.
Okay.
I do. I'm being serious. Thank you. Grave, it is your turn. This final kobold seems to be willing to die on this platform, an elevated platform in a dungeon. I think you're muted.
I am muted, yes. I think I can get there without activating the trap, but I'm not 100% sure. No, it is in fact not possible.
The trap is here, so if this is the trap you're talking about, you're fine.
Okay. And then we're gonna try and bop the kobold. Give it a wee boppin'. No, and then I don't. So let's just try again. Hey. I hit it, fine. Then we'll damage. And that will be all.
Okay. So you move over there and you give it a good bopping, and it takes a little bit of damage, but it looks like it's still standing there, ready to fight. Gruel.
Okay. Yeah, we'll give it a good another bop.
Do it. This poor little thing.
To that guy.
Seems unaffected.
Darn.
Anything else you'd like to do?
So many critical saves. Damn.
This one was just a normal one.
And it would be half damage.
Oh, it did fail?
Anytime it's a basic save, a failure is full damage, a save is half damage,
Yeah.
Okay.
critical success is no damage,
Okay.
and then a critical failure is double damage.
Okay. So he takes half damage. On
Yep.
the spell. Okay.
And then it looks like I haven't reloaded my blowgun, so I'll do that.
Nice. With a reloaded blowgun, it's the Trapmaster's turn. The Trapmaster, seeing a big, giant, scary, very armored orc in front of it, and a much more fleshy, less armored gnoll standing behind him, will turn to face the gnoll now, in hopes that maybe, just maybe, it can get off one good strike or two before it lays down its life. It does not. And it'll take a second swing. This one, however, does hit.
And Darlock uses his retributive strike.
Does
So
this
as
happen
he,
before the damage?
it will reduce the damage.
Okay.
So he takes the damage, but he gets resistance 3 to the damage.
Okay.
So it'll reduce the damage by 3. It's 2 plus my level, so 3.
Okay.
The damage he takes is reduced by 3, and then I get a strike against it.
Okay. So you only take 5 damage from that. We're going to move this to 9. Okay, go ahead.
And I critically missed, so I finally used my ability. I'm going to use my hero point. I'm re-rolling that.
Okay.
Now I'm using it. For
Good
hit.
reroll. Yep.
For 8 damage.
And as the kobold slices into the gnoll, thinking, finally, here's my chance to do some damage, it looks like it just doesn't catch as much purchase as he thought it would. And that's just before Darlock does his thing. Tell us how you do it, Darlock.
Seeing, the kobold going after Grave, Darlock lunges out with his polearm and kind of knocks the strike a little bit away so it grazes Grave, and then pulls back towards himself and just sweeps the blade of his weapon across the kobold's throat.
And with the clean line, just a red, clean, slick, little teeny line before it starts to starts to pour out a little bit, and the kobold can't even get out any sort of screech. It's just a guttural gurgling as it collapses to the ground.
Should not have gone after my friend.
And then Darlock turns to look back at this other kobold. Are we out of initiative?
You are out of initiative. I will say, however, as you're standing in this general vicinity, you can hear that faint clicking noise you made when you armed the trap seems to kind of be repeating itself every about 10 seconds. And so far, you've heard it click a couple of times, and you don't know if maybe it could be resetting. You don't know if it's just out, and it's a one-time shot. You don't know, but it's discomforting.
I suggest you all move away from that quickly.
You.
And Darlock kind of points his whole arm.
Oh yeah, you're
Why
the one
are
who
you
just tried to
here?
kill me. I'm here to kill things, but you're
So
trying
are
to do
we.
cool. I'm not a thing that you're trying to kill.
All the things we have tried to kill so far have been kobolds. How can we trust you?
You're making a generalization right there, and I don't think that's very nice.
Darlock reflects a bit since, his whole thing is trying to gain acceptance for being an orc in society, and how Ragathel would, not appreciate that.
Very well. Come here, I will heal you for the damage I did to you.
As long as you're not healing me with that sword, I'll be fine.
You can't heal with a sword. That is silly talk.
It
Who
it,
taught
it,
you the ways of healing?
it was sarcasm. By heal I meant kill.
That makes no sense.
Heal her with the sword!
Heal and kill they are
I
different.
I could heal you with a gun if we want to play that game.
You
No.
still hear faintly the clicking sound in the background as now you've
From-
reached about five clicks of roughly every 10 seconds is this trap that you had fired earlier still kind of clicking in the background.
You said it's a trap.
Yes, it was the same trap that you would have definitely seen that kobold ran up into, and the spear shot out from that western wall right through his head.
Can I try to disarm it?
You definitely can.
You could just stop walking right there. In the trap zone.
Yeah. So, do you want to move straight to try and disarm it, or do you want to take Gruel's advice and step out of the way of what you may or may not be the trap zone? You don't fully know what the trap zone is. However you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll move to there.
Okay.
And
And
then
it's
once
it's upon the movement with that final click. You hear the final click, and the clicking stops after its sixth one. You don't know exactly what that means, but the clicking seems to have stopped as whatever was going on in the background is not happening right now on that spot.
Are you applying healing, Zach? I healed
Oh, let me do that right now. Sorry.
Pascal for
Yep.
6.
Heal. And about half the damage that was done to you has been fixed, and you feel a little better.
great. It's probably safe to try to disarm at this point.
Yes, if you
Potentially.
would like to attempt to disarm said trap, you disarm said trap with no issues, and the trap is no longer active. And at this point, you're well aware that the entirety of this platform here, so from about this point here to about this point here, all the way down to here, and all the way back down to here. So here, 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 and here is within that trap range. It was a fairly large trap.
What are you doing, small one?
Getting us not killed. I can set it back up if you want to get killed though. It's up to
There's
you.
a lever in the other room. This feels unnecessary.
Okay, well
Yeah,
We
Darla
didn't
turned
have
it
to-
on.
I wasn't there for that. I don't want to get hurt from this. I turned it off without going to go to another room.
Who hired you to be here? How
Yeah,
did
you
you get so far
You should
ahead of
coordinate.
us?
Don't worry about it.
Do
I
the kobolds have cool stuff?
Yeah, would you like to check all the kobolds?
Of course.
Okay. On the... Let me pull up the warriors. Come on. On the warriors, and there are 2 of them, you find a spear and some leather armor, and nothing else. But on the kobold trap master, you find leather armor, spear, short sword, as well as 1 final spike trap that it can lay down. But looking closely at the trap master, there's something else too. It's wearing a necklace. Not something you've seen before, a little weird. It's a simple copper chain. It has a copper piece of a large eggshell. A cracked piece of a large eggshell. This cracked piece isn't more than about 3 inches across as it hangs from the necklace. But you can see that by the way that it's opening up, just that simple 3 inches of hanging eggshell, whatever egg this particular cracked off piece of egg shell came from, the egg was relatively large. It's hard to surmise exactly how big, but it looks like it was pretty darn big.
Oh, I got an necklace.
I do not know what that means.
An necklace.
The necklace made of egg.
Aha! Aha!
Is it a raw egg?
Yes. It's open.
So
Raw
it's just the
eggs are
shell.
For protein.
Alright, well, I feel pretty good. Are we ready to keep going?
Is this one? Do you desire to journey with us? You seem more of a lone dragon type from how you have responded so far.
I look at Pascal.
You haven't even told me where you're going or what you're trying to do.
I don't know where
We're
we're going.
going down these stairs to kill whatever is harming the people of Otari.
I mean, I'm here to kill some stuff too. I will kill
What is
things.
your name, small one?
The name's Pascal. Pascal Star Chaser. It's yours?
I am Darlock, the Unforgiven.
And I extend my hand.
Yes, Unforgiven for trying to slice me in half. And he shakes his hand.
Well, that is exactly what I am seeking forgiveness for. My old ways sometimes surface, but with Ragathel's grace, I shall move past my prejudices and my wanton destruction and embrace his light and be forgiven once more. I am happy I did not cleave your head in a single blow as I am wont to do.
You know, I'm glad you didn't either, and I hope you're able to find what you're looking for in this place. And then he'll turn to the others. So I kind of offer a little wave.
Grave will wave back. Grave Daffodil, I'm also here for the same reasons this one is. We are seeking to deal with the menace under oath, as it were.
He said the name.
So, am I under the wrong impression? I thought we were coming here to kill rats, and now it's every time we take another step, it gets more and more elaborate.
My fine cooking friend, every step is another step to
Oh,
a greater journey of steps. We thought it was rats, but there is more here to discover. Perhaps whatever was once in this egg is the true menace under Otari.
well, I guess. We should really have to look into contract details before we take a job next time.
What contract details?
Well, they said, get rid of the menace of the troubling Otari, and you're like, oh, okay. And you go in there, and you're like, oh, it's rats, no problem. Kill, kill, kill. But then you go in there deeper, and it's not rats. It's way more than rats. Can you imagine if there was just random people that came in here to try to kill the rats? They would kill the rats, and then they would get slaughtered by the next thing.
Isn't that what was happening before we were hired?
Yeah, but I thought it was the rats.
I suspected it was not rats.
Well, at least, they should be more detailed, like, get rid of everything troubling Otari.
There's more than just rats. Like, were you only thinking there was going to be rats?
They were very vague on purpose, I believe. They said,
Yeah.
they did not say get rid of rats in basement. They said get rid of whatever is killing and eating everyone in the town.
Yeah. So I get that. I just mean, I should have paid better attention to contract detail.
We do this for what is right and to help the others.
Oh. Okay.
Well, I think Zolgren is a little bit further, so we'll be getting there maybe killed.
Okay. So
It's
what
at
next?
this point, it's really up to you guys. You can continue down the stairs, or you can return to Tamily and give her an update as to what you found so far.
That's a good idea. Yes, we could give update, take a small rest, and then come back.
Do you need a rest, small one? I noticed in this fight you did not bless my weapon in
Yeah.
order to slay creatures faster.
I
A
can't.
blessing
that
for
as
our
much.
new friend, perhaps. But
Yeah, I can't do that much. I can do it like 2 or 3 times, and then I'm kind of tired.
Yes, I seem to also have the same issue. I am feeling a bit drawn out.
I'm fine. But if you must rest, we can do so.
And then we can maybe get rid of all the stuff that we don't want, like the shield and the sword and all the other stuff. And yeah. Oh, and I can make a meal. Yeah.
Does this meal include rats?
Yes.
Yes.
We took bits of the rats we fought earlier for a nice stew.
And I have good bones for a broth. I have spider parts, if I remember correctly, and mushrooms.
You did take part of the giant spider we killed, yes.
It's quite a variety of food you've got.
Yes, I have yet to decide how I'm going to make it, but it will be delicious.
I am looking forward. I am actually quite hungry. Perhaps it would be wise for us to reflect on what we have learned so far and eat a delicious stew.
Well, as far as I know, there isn't another way out. And if we just, camp near the entrance of where we came in the cellar, nothing should be able to get past us and kill more
There
people.
must be another way through here, for
Yeah,
we found a friend here mysteriously.
that's true. But I just mean the entrance that we found, that we came in. We can block at least that one.
Very well. If that is okay with everyone else. There are no bad ideas, after all.
I mean, there's probably some bad ideas.
No, every bad idea is really a good idea with bad execution. And you learn from bad execution to be a more lethal warrior.
So you just running in and hitting the first kobold you see wasn't a bad idea. It was just bad execution.
Yes, for now I have learned of my own unconscious bias, and now I can reflect and learn more in how to embrace Ragathel's forgiveness and acceptance. A lesson I would not have learned otherwise.
Well, you see, I think your issue with this philosophy is that when you hit me, it was a bad idea, but with good execution, because you hit really hard. I don't think it was a good idea with bad execution.
Actually, I did not hit as hard as I wanted. You are wily. Usually, I fell an enemy with a single blow. I am not at my top game right now. Perhaps Ragathel sought to keep and spare your life.
I could shoot you in the face right now.
Well, that's be rude. Don't do that.
It's
could.
also rude to hit people with a sword.
You
Well-
would learn a valuable lesson, and I did not use a sword. And he,
Well-
Brandishes his Guisarme.
We fought lots and lots of kobold, and then you happen to be not mean. You know, you can see our confusion, right?
No. You're just assuming that all kobolds are bad.
No, I'm assuming all kobolds in this cave want to kill me.
That you're still assuming something.
Okay, so let me ask every enemy before we fight. Hey, will you please not kill me?
Exactly, that's the way that you go about things. And when they don't respond, you just take your gun out and you go BANG! And you kill them.
So, wait, when they don't respond? That sounds worse.
I mean, if they
'Cause
don't...
you give them
Yeah.
a chance and then you don't... Then you
Well, if
didn't
they
kill
don't
them.
respond to the chance, I don't see the issue.
well, we did, in the previous room, encounter several kobolds, and I asked them to yield before us and stop trying to steal, and
That's
they
true.
attacked us.
Okay, fair enough.
We did attempt your method prior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, so we go to the surface, yes?
We can block off the entrance here and return once you have recovered your strength and we have had good stew.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are going to return to the surface and maybe go talk to the lady who hired you, Tamily, and basically give a report, sit down, take a long rest so everybody can recover hit points, magic, stuff like that, and then come right back down. You're going to block off the exit so that people can't get out first, but then go do all that?
Yeah, and I'll use lay on hands to make sure everybody gets up to full over time. So you want to
Okay.
just hand wave that piece, but
Yeah.
I'll bring everyone back up to full.
Awesome. We'll do that. We'll bring everybody. I'm not going to move everybody clear back to the beginning because this is where we're going to leave off. But you guys go
Yeah.
back to the beginning. You block off the entrance to the cave portion at the base of that cellar, so everybody, so anybody who's trying to pass through that area just can't get through. And then you guys make it back to Tamily. So it's her, if you guys remember the name, it was Tamily Tandervale. And you guys give her a report as to what you've encountered out here. Pascal, do you go with your compatriots, or what are you? You're in the groups. You're gonna run with them back up to the top now.
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay. And as you guys get to Tamily, she says to you guys, "So is the problem taken care of?"
No. We must rest. It is more complicated than we thought.
Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Everybody, and she looks around and sees a fair amount of scrapes, bruises, cuts across the party. And can tell. She says, "I'll tell you what. You can stay here for the evening, rest as you need to. I'll cook us up a good meal. And
No!
no,
I'm doing the cooking.
you know what? That makes it easier on me.
Haha,
if
okay.
you'd like to cook, I will gladly. You have access to my entire kitchenwares for whatever you need. But I can see this is a lot more difficult than we had originally thought. Here, take these, and she gives you 2 potions of healing to help with the next portion of your journey.
Okay.
So anybody can add that to their inventory. Or I guess I have to add it to their inventory. Who would like to hold on to the potions?
I can take one.
I'll hold on to the other. It's unlikely that I will need it, but it will be me using it. Or no, give it to Darlock.
I don't need it, and it takes too many actions.
Oh, okay.
If I have to heal myself as an emergency, I'll lay on hands myself.
Okay.
Where? There's equipment. So would anybody like to hold it? I mean, you can still use it in between, but would anybody like to hold on to them?
Yeah, it's me and
I can hold on to
Pascal.
both. Yeah, that works.
Why is the potion of healing not coming up in the equipment? Maybe it's just called healing potion instead of potion of. That's exactly what it is. Okay. Alright, so 1 in Pascal's and 1 in Gruel's? Is that... Did I...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll drop 1. It's just a drag and drop, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
drag and drop.
Yeah, there it is, potion. I see it in there. Okay. And for Pascal. And everybody, you can go into your character sheets, put yourself back up at full health, or actually, better yet, is there a button that does like, hey, long rest achieved?
Yeah, but you don't get max hit points when you take a long rest.
No,
So
but
you'll
you're
have to
healing
update
them
yourself.
up. So if I hit the reset
Yeah.
button on it, and then everybody can boost their healing because you're healing them themselves.
Yeah, they'll still. What I'm saying is you can press the long rest button,
Okay.
but you'll still have to type in your hit points back up to max.
Okay. The long rest button is down here, I'm hoping. It's not.
Everybody has the button on their sheet for rest for the night.
Yeah. Just do, yeah.
And there's a macro that does it for everyone.
Yeah. Everybody do a long rest. You've got full max hit points back. 2 extra hit point or 2 extra potions. All of your hit points are back, but not because of long rest. It's because Darlock has spent the time making sure everybody's fully good to go. Every 15 minutes, he lays on hands another new person and hits up everybody throughout the evening. So everybody's back to full health. And starting on the next portion of our journey, you guys should be max hit points, full rests with spells and everything back before we head down the stairs to the 2nd level. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to go to our midstream break a little bit early. I know it's 30 minutes early, but at this point in the adventure is where we hit level 2. So what we'll do is we'll take a little bit longer than usual, level everybody up to level 2 real quick. We'll come back, we'll be level 2, and we'll start the next portion of this adventure as level 2 warriors ready to descend the staircase. So we'll be back. Like I said, we'll give it, usually they're 15 minutes. We'll go 20 minutes should be more than enough. So 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we'll be right back and continue the second half of our adventure. welcome back from our extended midstream break. Where we left off, we talked about we were going to be moving to level 2. So all of our characters now are champions, our heroes, whatever Pathfinder calls them. Level 2 now. We left off talking to... what was her name again? Tamily Tandervale. And before you guys leave to go back down into the dungeon, down here, Gruel pulls out the necklace and shows Tamily Tandervale the necklace. She's not seen anything like that before, or anything of that size. But she does let you know that it appears to be from some sort of maybe turtle type shell, from the best she can surmise. She doesn't really know, but just maybe reptilian in general.
As she says reptilian, Darlock looks at Pascal.
Once again, you're having thoughts.
Kobolds lay eggs.
I don't lay eggs.
No, but what if it is a kobold egg?
Could I see, like, do a nature check or something to see if it bears resemblance of kobold eggshell?
Sure. I'll even give you advantage on the check just because you're...
Oh,
koboldish.
advantage.
Yeah, you're koboldish, you know? You're like, hey, I'm a kobold, I should know the shit, you know? You came from an egg.
How would you like to translate that to Pathfinder 2nd edition rules?
They don't have like a... You can roll with a +2 modifier type thing?
They do. You could do a circumstance panel bonus of like +1 or +2, but there
Yeah.
not straight advantage.
Okay, +2 for circumstances that you are a kobold. This is first time. So yeah.
That's what I'm here for,
Yeah,
to
and
help
I
out.
truly appreciate it. I do.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay.
Even in the circumstance one is called being a kobold.
Yeah. In this circumstance,
not sure.
You got it.
Goodness.
That's even worse.
Wait,
Goodness.
you have a +2 circumstance bonus and a +3 and still rolled a 4? Are you -2?
Not 1.
It's in that one.
Yeah, but...
The total is +3. +2 for kobold, +1 for wisdom.
Okay. It adds it into that +3 thing. Okay, I'm tracking that now. I was like, that should be a minimum of 6. Like, okay, I see.
I mean, I'll take a 6.
It's still, yeah. You've seen kobold eggs. It kind of looks like it maybe was a kobold egg, but it seems a little larger.
Just that piece of eggshell. You can tell that it's from a larger egg.
Well, everybody's already surmised that this piece of eggshell would be from an egg that, based on the size, and if you were to sit down and try and draw and attach this like shell with just the edge of what would be an eggshell, right? If you just had to like visualize it, you surmise that this thing would be about a 2-foot in circumference egg.
Yeah, so I don't remember being able to sleep in an egg at my current size. I don't think this is a kobold egg.
Wait, nobody remembers being born. I don't
No.
remember my egg.
You know, I was born at a really young age, so I don't really remember much.
Me too.
Wait,
Like 0.
Uh-huh.
were we all born at a young age?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Reborn at an old age, so no. It's complicated.
Well, that's
This
so
is a
funny.
tale we must hear.
Well, I died and then I came back to life. That's basically being reborn.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
You should maybe see a healer about that.
I did. That's why I'm no longer dead.
Good.
Good.
That's funny. That's really funny. You should say healer about that. I did. That's why I'm not dead. Oh gosh. I love you guys. I really do.
Where is our stew?
Gruel? Do you want to bring out your...
Oh yes, here it is. It is tasty and lovely.
It is like a paste. Like a salty, bluish, brownish, greenish, swirling paste with odd bones sticking out of sides.
Darlock eats it.
I mean, it's technically food. It's just not very good food.
It reminds me of food on the campaigns. Good work, Grill.
Aha! Thank you. You're welcome. I go to take a bite. And it touches my tongue, and I feel the electric shock go through my spine. Wah! And then put the spoon back into the pot.
And you're proud of this work that you just did?
Very proud.
I'm gonna make direct eye contact with Gruel.
You cannot make direct eye contact.
I'm going to attempt to make direct eye contact and go for a bite. You're proud of this.
Mm-hmm.
He made it.
Why?
Because I worked really hard to make it.
I can sure taste the hard work.
Pretty sure I just watched you throw everything into a pot, set it on some fire, and walk away for 30 minutes.
Yes, that is how cooking is done.
Right? I agree.
Sure, that's definitely how that works.
That is how my mother always cooked.
I'm not quite sure that's really how it actually is supposed to work.
Darlock greedily eats the rest of the paste food.
Someone had to do it. Thank you, Darlog.
Are you not wanting yours? I will eat it as well. This is why all of you are so much weaker than I am. You do not eat properly.
Oh yes, you eat very good, Darlock. You can have mine too.
Darlock eats all of the gruel paste.
Tamily does not. So she brings out a couple other things and says, politely, some of the storage I had on the side to just go with this lovely meal, and provides, biscuits and some cheeses on the side for you guys to snack and munch on. So, some extra dried pieces of meat that weren't included in the pot of paste.
Darlock eats that too.
And Gruel also eats that.
Pascal will mostly go for that.
Yeah, just a little extra. So you guys have long rested. You guys feel great. It's the next morning now. Do you want to head back down as you get to that base of the stairs? Is there anything you guys wanted to do up there? I mean, right now you're up. It's the next morning. If you wanted to, you could go refill some supplies, maybe buy some new items, sell off some of that other stuff that you had, like the gems and crap, get some gold out of it. Whatever you guys want to do before running back downstairs into the dungeon. So, is there anything you'd like to do while still up in Otari?
We can
I don't have anything.
Yeah, we can save stuff to sell after on one big
Yeah.
bulk.
I'm good to save till later.
Cool. Then you guys make your way back down to right where you had left off. You're all right around the base of the stairs, and there is that little trap sitting right there at the base of the stairs still. If anybody wants to try to disarm it, they can.
Yeah, I want to try to disarm.
Okay.
It's not the right check. Not the right button.
Oh yeah, it's disarmed, so no problem. Taken care of, set aside. However, the trap is not usable. Once armed and then disarmed, it's garbage now. So, it's scrap metal if you want to keep it. It's junk if you want to chuck it.
No, it's because it has no arms.
Actually, you disarmed it using Gruel's head. It is
Just bashing his head against it.
Yep, and it is disarmed. No, you're. I'm kidding. Sorry. Moving on.
I'm gonna pop a what's it called? Bullet
Okay.
to my gun at the holster.
Okay.
Just-
as you descend the stairs, with Darlock leading, it gets dark, and you notice that there is no light, where you're headed. If somebody would like to light a torch, if not, because you do have a bunch of adventurers who do not require light, but you have one that cannot see in the dark.
What is this dark that you speak of?
It is for some individuals lack of light.
Well, I have a way to fix that now.
Do you? It says low light vision.
Yeah, but trying to find it. I think it's here.
You mean to change the scene, or?
I will. I just don't want to do it until you've decided the light thing or how that's going to work.
When I manifest my Eidolon, I now become my Eidolon.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
You merge into one.
You do a fusion ha, and they become the same character.
Ah, okay. And it can
Right.
see in the dark? It can see in the
It
dark.
can see in the dark.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, it can see in the dark. Okay, so I'll just remove your character from the map. If you're okay with that.
Yep.
And I'll move everybody accordingly. So as you get to the stairs, why don't you describe to your companions just exactly how that works?
As they start walking to the dark, Gray reaches for a torch when his Eidolon grabs his arm, and they share a small connection there for a second, and then Grave disappears, leaving only the Eidolon, which seems to have.
Oh,
And,
Can you talk?
I think so. I actually think the Eidolon can talk as well. I'm pretty sure it can speak a language.
Oh my god, it is him!
It can only speak Celestial, though. And the meld into Eidolon ability is very vague with what it does. But essentially, it just gives you the stat block of the Eidolon. But you can't cast spells anymore.
You can't cast spells, activate, or benefit from magic items that normally benefit you and not your Eidolon. Perform actions that have tandem trait, or use other abilities that require you, not your Eidolon, to act. It doesn't say anything about talking through it or not, but it does say when you manifest it, you just become it. So while manifesting this way, you use its statistics. I'm gonna assume that you can talk through it. It doesn't say anything about not being able to.
And then the Eidolon will turn around and go, it's very warm in here. Hi guys.
why did you not do this before? This is amazing.
I didn't know I could.
This.
Hey, I think the null disappeared.
I'm going to
No.
move you to
Grave has become one with the icon of our deity.
Oh, good for him.
Yes, very good for me, in fact. I hope.
Before moving though, I want everybody to roll me a perception check.
Don't these blind?
Do I secret or open?
It doesn't say that they need to be rolled secretly. So. Oh, okay. So, the stairs spiral down deep into the earth, before ending in a chamber that looks like it's been prepared specifically to defend against intruders. On one side of the room, a table has been turned on its side to provide cover, while on the other, crates and barrels have been piled up to create a second barrier. For Pascal and Darlock, as you descend the stairs and into this room, I'm going to move forward just a bit here. For the two I mentioned, it's clearly visible here that there are two kobolds trying to remain hidden from you, very unsuccessfully. And as you hit the base of these stairs, we will go into combat.
Where are they? Because I'm at the back of the marching order, so I can't really see anything.
It would be right behind the table that you'd be able to see.
I can barely see a table. I'm at the back.
Yeah, hold on one sec. Let me start this encounter real fast.
You see my pings?
Yeah, and then where
Yes.
Darlock is pinging is where the creatures are. You can, I guess for visibility's sake, you probably won't be able to. But Darlock sees them very easily. Warns you all that there is danger, and we'll move into combat. So if you guys want to roll your initiatives.
Can I do my free action 10 paces with the initiative trigger?
Yeah.
Technically, the Eidolon can't be added to initiative, so you probably do need Graves token
Yep.
that you.
Seeing
My initiative,
as-
my initiative
gonna-
should be 14.
We're gonna put Grave in the corner here. If you want to roll initiative. So why can't I guess because the thing's
Because
not.
Eidolons act on their master's initiative, so.
Yeah. So for this sake, yeah, we'll do there. And then Gruel, if you want to roll your initiative.
My bad. Thought I already did.
No, you're totally fine. So as you descend the stairs, right at the base, you walk into the room, and Darlock, right off the bat, you can see two kobolds standing there, hidden behind, well, obscured behind the table and the barrels, but clearly visible to you and your keen senses. The first little kobold's gonna pop up with his crossbow and take a shot at you. Oh, apparently I have to load the crossbows for these guys too because they're not loaded.
Uh-oh. That's one action.
Ooh.
They messed up.
How do you load a crossbow?
With the
You
reload
need the
macro.
Reload macro. Go to the compendium, search for ranged,
Oh my good lord.
and then you'll see ranged combat macros. And then reload. Just drop that on your hotbar.
I'm gonna have to. That's crazy. I guess it makes sense, but it also is just weird that I have to do that. It loads up a crossbow bolt pops up real quick, takes a shot, hitting you for 1 damage. Before it ducks down behind the table a little bit again and reloads. I have no reloadable weapons. This is fun. I need to click on the right person to do it. And it takes a little time to reload. Oh, you guys can hear the fight going on, correct? Just want to double check.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Same with this guy, who's going to load a weapon. Stick his head up above. Aim at the big scary orc coming down the stairs. And take a shot. Missing wildly before ducking back down behind the barrels again and reloading its crossbow. Gruel, you are behind Darlock. You don't, as they popped up, you saw them once the encounter started here. And you see one crossbow bolt come flinging up and slam into Darlock, and another one just wildly over the top of him. So you surmise 2 have been fired, but that's all you really know.
Okay. Now that I got my stuff back, gonna do the traditional. Move into the room. Graves here.
He has
And then-
to be, sorry, for initiative purposes.
I know. And then with my tongue, I'll slap Darlock's weapon.
So your tongue reaches out and you lick Darlock's, not glaive, what was it called again? Darlock?
Bistarme.
Yeah.
I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
I think it's a geese arm.
I'm not French.
I'm gonna go listen right now.
And now it's prepared.
Make sure you save one of these spell slots for like a not trash mob fight. Eventually.
I use my tongue and I slap his
Guy
halberd
arm.
thing
Geis arm.
for magic power.
It's a Geis arm. According to Google, or according to YouTube. Geis arm. Either way, you lick his Geis arm, and it's magical. Graves' turn.
Grave Gadriel is gonna just scoot on over here like that.
Okay.
And he's gonna try and swing a wing.
Do it.
Miss.
It will
Miss
miss.
1, 2. We'll do it again. Miss. A critical miss.
Dang.
That's all.
Okay. But you've got this little ranger on the defensive as he's ducking and dodging, trying not to get slapped. Pascal.
Yeah.
Your
From
turn.
my 10 paces, I get a free 10-foot stop. So it's 5. Nope, 10. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So that's from the 10 paces. And with the 10 paces is great. I get a free interact to also draw my firearm, which
Okay.
was loaded previously.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna aim at that little kobold and shoot. Just one bullet in the chamber.
It hits. For 3 damage.
Second action, I am going to do a rock on tour reload. So just kind of try to antagonize that kobold a little bit. Like, you're not that cool. You don't have a gun. Attempting to can I do this for creating a diversion and
Okay. So
that?
diversion, is there a check involved with that, or is
Yeah, it's a deception check
Okay.
to create
Okay.
create diversion. 14 on that.
Is there a save, or is there a? I'm not familiar with.
Create a diversion. Let me double check because I think it's in here.
They make a deception check
Yeah.
against the perception DC, and then if they succeed, they become hidden, and if they fail, then it doesn't work.
So this guy makes a perception check. You said then?
No,
No,
it's
I
all
do.
static.
Okay.
So Lily rolls deception if it beats their passive perception, essentially their
okay.
perception DC, which would be 10 plus whatever their perception modifier is.
Okay.
There's no contested checks in
I see.
Pathfinder Second Edition.
Okay. It looks like it fails then.
Okay.
So it does not
Failure.
seem to work.
Cool. And they're aware that I was trying to trick them. I'm looking at this as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and those creatures are aware that you're trying to trick them. And I'm just gonna take a multi-attack penalty and try to shoot again. Oh, it is loaded because I did that with that. Raconteur's reload does not reload it for me. Yeah, but I'm going to try to shoot again.
And that one will hit for 2 damage.
And that's all of my action economy.
Okay. Darlock, you're up.
Darlock will step forward in the gap here, turning towards this one that hits him, and just bellow as he swings with his weapon. For a hit for 20 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. Damn it. That was
Then-
where I was gonna move him too.
He'll turn to the other one and decide to take a chance and swing
Gosh.
again. And he'll actually hero point that.
Okay.
Even worse.
So we stick with
Waste
miss,
of a
right?
hero point.
So hero points. I'm
It's a
not...
critical miss.
Okay. Unfortunately, yeah, he's obscured enough between like the barrels or grave idol on whatever the name is now. I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Grave reel.
Yeah. Between
Grega.
Grava. Between the
Just
two.
go full on.
What?
We'll just go full on Dragon Ball Z.
And Grega.
I like Grave Reel. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's Gadriel and Grave. Grave Drill.
Grave reel.
Grave reel.
Grave Reel.
Grave reel.
Like Gabriel.
Exactly with a V though. I like it.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to name him, Grave. He's yours to name. But that, yeah, I'm gonna remove this dude. He's dead. I was exactly where I was gonna move him. I was gonna have him glare at Pascal and do the whole eyelid down, stick out his tongue, and then dive onto the idol. But now he's just dead.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, it does. But I'm used to it, so it's cool. This one no longer hidden. He's gonna scoot around to the side here to attempt to get a little more cover from Pascal, firing these big, scary, loud guns at his buddy and seeing them hit. So he's gonna hide behind these two companions, and then it's gonna take a swing at the idol. Oh, it's a whole action to like drop that crossbow and pull out a short sword too. So
It's free to drop the crossbow and an action to draw
yeah.
the short sword.
So it moves. It just drops the crossbow, pulls out its sword. So it's 2 actions in. Final attack will be on the Eidolon for a critical.
I will use Retributive Strike. That'll reduce the damage by 4.
Okay. And the damage will be... It didn't roll... Hold on. Usually... Oh, do I just click double, I guess, huh? Which reduced by 4 means 0. So...
And then I get a strike at it.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us how... yeah, make your strike first. That'll hit. And now... So why don't you just
17.
explain this whole situation of what just occurred?
As the kobold rushes, dropping its crossbow and grabbing its sword, Darlock's keen combat senses kick in. He kind of thrusts, and it looks like it's going to be a devastating blow against Graveriel, but he gets his polearm in there, and the blade strikes against his own blade, and then he spins it around and chops the kobold's head off.
So in a matter of a second, this kobold went from huge victory to complete and utter defeat.
And I turn to look at Pascal.
I wanted to tell them to surrender, but they did not give me a chance to speak.
And that will end our encounter. There we go. And we're back to exploring the dungeon.
Well, even if they didn't give you the chance to speak, they spoke by trying to attack. So, I think we get the pass on this one.
There is some strange statue in this next room, I see.
Before you move, let me real quick, as close as you are to that barricade against that back wall to the north side right there, the smell is incredibly strong and really foul. You're not. It's hard to determine exactly what's causing the smell, but whatever's barricaded and pushed back there, it stinks just magnificently.
Smells like girls cooking.
That's what I was thinking.
And then from here you can move wherever you'd like. You can investigate the blockade, or you can move into that next room, whatever you want.
Yeah, I want to investigate the little blockade.
You like to investigate it? Okay.
Oh no.
Give me a perception check.
18.
I swear, you guys, it was the ingredients, okay?
Well, who picked those ingredients?
You have to try to work with new materials or you don't get better.
Would anybody else like to roll perception on this as well? Everybody can if you'd like to. Okay. Other than the fact that you're confident that whatever smell is coming here is coming from the passage behind the barricade and not the barricade itself, that's what you're able to perceive from this little investigation here.
Okay. Well,
Darlock, do you want to smash these things so we can get through?
The last time we tore down a barricade, it was full of undead, so we should be prepared. But I shall clear the way to ensure the safety of Otari.
As options, you can smash through, or you can try to quietly move all the barrels out of the way.
I appreciate you think Darlock might choose the quietly move things out of the way option.
Last time it gave me an option to...
That was a horrible check.
Barricaded is everything.
I mean, you smashed the first barrel in front, but it's still barricaded.
I have a +8. I got a 10. I rolled 2.
Kedria will help. Brave real.
And go ahead and roll your attack. Oh, you did. Good. Yeah. Between the two of you smashing and running, it does open up. It takes a few seconds, but it opens up. And
But we're very loud.
yeah, you're very loud. Beyond the barricade, the passageway meanders briefly. The floor descends slightly and soon becomes flooded with a shallow pool of water. The water appears to be flowing out of a passageway to the right, which you guys should be able to see if you want to move just slightly down the hallway. You see it does break off to the right just a little bit. The water appears to be flowing out of the passageway to the right, and a shimmering blue light in the direction reflects off the water there. The main passageway continues to the left, over a slight depression in the floor where the water is pooled. And overpowering stench drifts from around the bend.
Do you suspect more undead? I was supposed to be then updated,
Or-
but did we?
Perhaps a horrible bloated fish monster
Oh yeah.
would make good stew.
Possibly.
If prepared correctly, could make good stew.
That is why we have an excellent chef with us.
Ah. Well, happy to make more food.
Shall we head towards this light?
Yeah, it seems like the only way to truly do the quest.
Okay. So, moving forward up to here. Good. Let's pause for a second. As you enter this room, as you enter this room, on the far side of the puddle of water is a strange chamber, crackling with magical energy. Pulsing orbs float in 3 of the 4 corners of the room. The orb in the southwest is made of brown earth and stone, whereas the one in the northeast looks like it's made of glass and is filled with a swirling cloud. The orb in the far corner holds a roaring flame. Opposite that orb are shattered remains and the water that flows down the passageway to the northwest. So where you're standing, you can see the shattered glass remains. As you enter into this room, I'll have everybody move forward about 10 feet. As you enter into this room, you see across the room from you a fiery, smoking rat. And we will enter combat.
It's already being cooked.
I'm the worst initiative roll. I'm taking an incredible initiative at a later level.
10 paces.
So just as you enter the room, you watch from that fiery orb in the corner, a rat kind of not suffuses, it kind of just emerges from the flame, and you can see it's firing. It opens its mouth. It looks like it's burning through it. Its eyes are solid red. There's like glowing, and you can almost see the rib cages as it glows from within. That whatever this fiery elemental type rat is, seems to be suffused with a fire elemental of some type. You're unsure, but you can just see it's kind of glowing from within, and there's smoke kind of drifting off of it.
Fire.
Just lower it into the water.
Can you hear it?
No.
The elements of chaos.
There's no music playing.
Oh man, why is it quiet? You hear anything now?
No.
I hear water.
Yeah. It's not playing my Elements of Chaos section. Fine, we'll go straight into this one. You can hear this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. And this is where we begin our combat. So Pascal, you are up first. You can see across the room this smoking monstrosity of a rat.
Is he gonna let me do anything? I don't think the tracker has been started yet. Not sure if I'm able to move. Can I move? Oh, I can move. That's... Is that 5? That's my 10 paces. And since my gun is already drawn and I loaded it before I went in, I'm gonna shoot it. The little smoky rat.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. I gotta get closer. I'm gonna get up to here, and I'm gonna use my kobold breath,
Okay.
which my draconic exemplar is a white dragon.
Mhm.
So I have a 15-foot cone of cold.
That will hit him. Let's have him make a save. Here's your cone of cold. And he'll make a save, right?
Yeah, it is a basic saving.
Is it a reflex or a fortitude?
I'm pulling that right
Okay.
now. It just says makes a basic saving throw against the higher. I don't have a spell DC, so my class DC is. I don't know what my class DC is. It's 18. It is not saying. I have no idea.
What's the
They-
question?
What?
It has to make a save, but the only thing it says is it makes a spell save.
Oh, aha, never mind. It's in the draconic table.
Okay.
For a
Yeah,
white
it says
dragon,
on
it
the
is
tab.
a reflex save.
Okay. And it had to beat an 18?
Yes.
It does beat an 18.
Okay. Well, it's a.
Be half damage.
Yep.
So it'll take 1 cold, and that is 2 actions. So that is my turn.
Okay. Oh, jeez. I always forget to click the begin portion. Sorry.
You'll need to roll the 1d4 to determine when your cold breath comes back.
Mm-hmm. Is it? I get it
Doing
next
one
round.
Nice.
Just so you're tracking, Zach,
Yeah.
StreamView doesn't have observer rights on Pascal, so we can't see what's happening on
no.
stream.
Okay. I'll fix it right now. There we go. Can it see her now? Him now?
It might refresh later. Might be too late.
That's on me. Yeah, stream has
see
observers
later.
now, so. Okay.
It'll fix itself over time.
Yeah, apologies. Okay. Then, not this one. This one. Okay.
Those were all of my actions.
Gruel, your turn.
All right, I will move into the room.
Okay.
And I will target the fire rat with daze.
Okay. It succeeds. So half damage. Okay.
And that is it.
All right. It is a Cinder Rat's turn.
Wait, I have a dumb question. Did we see if the cold did any? Did the cold just affect it normally?
It did. Let me look, because I don't think it had a weakness to it.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere on its sheet where it says that it's weak to it, so...
You look in the, it'd be at the very bottom left corner, kind of on the left hand side, say weaknesses.
Oh, yeah, cold 5.
Oh,
So it should add
Huh.
5 to that damage, right?
Yep.
So that being
Oh.
said, it's 34 instead of... It's because it took 1 damage plus 5. Should have been 6, so we'll add... Nope, 33. Math is hard. 33. So it did take... it seemed a lot more effective than you felt. Like, it was right at the very edge, like, I'm probably not going to get a very good shot off on this, but it seemed to affect it a lot more than you thought it would. And you see this Cinder Rat as all of a sudden it just kind of poofs into a good cloud around it, and it's difficult to kind of make out the rat itself as it moves forward to here. Let's see. Okay. So as it gets up on you, you can see the fumes that are kind of coming off of this particular monstrosity are not just like, it's not just smoke. There's something else in it, and it's disgusting. It's vile. It's dark. There's something wrong with it. You're not sure what it is, but it just doesn't. It's wrong, and it's going to run up to you and then take 1 attack at you. So you'll suffer 11 damage. You will also need to make... Let me see. Hold on.
You're gonna burn.
As the thing bites into you, though, it's not just a bite, because you feel the teeth sink in, but this heat that's emanating from this monstrosity fires out, and it's there's an additional like burn, almost as if you're on fire now. And as you glance down, difficult to see through this smoky haze that you're in, but you can see the flame on your leg, and you are burning.
persistent fire?
Yes, persistent fire.
Oh,
Which it says it's supposed to do blank plus the persistent fire damage, but the persistent fire damage doesn't happen until its turn, or does it do it immediately?
It will happen on Lily's
Okay.
turn.
Okay.
and then recovery check. See if I can put out the flame.
Yes, you should
I'm
apply
right.
it as an effect.
Okay, let me do that.
If you don't, if it doesn't have a drag drop, there's also a persistent damage macro you can use if you go to the compendium and search persistent. There's PF2e persistent damage macros. Then there's an add persistent damage button one. And then you can click that, select fire, type in whatever the persistent damage is, if it's 1, if it's 1d6, whatever it is, and then hit add, and it'll put it on.
Add just the add persistent damage, you're saying? That macro?
Yep.
I'll
Yep.
drag and drop that to here.
Your macro bar,
Yep.
then select Pascal, click that button, select fire, type in the formula, and then hit add, and it'll toss
and
it
then
on there.
save DC there too. Okay.
Yeah. The save DC default is 15, unless something crazy is going on.
I don't know that there is. It doesn't say anything about it, so I'm going to assume that's the case.
Yeah. And then there's ways to lower the DC, like if somebody tries to smother out the flames, that could lower it to like a DC 10. And of course, if somebody were to completely submerge themselves in water, for example, that would put out fire completely without a save.
Ah.
And because of the smoke, it's now concealed as the concealed condition, so it's a little bit more difficult to hit said Cinderrat now.
Yep. So we'll have to roll a DC 5 flat check to be able to hit it.
Yep. So now that it's puffed out its smoke, taking its bite, ran forward, all that stuff's done. It is going to take a second bite for its final action. Because the smoke is technically supposed to be on when it started. It's not something it just does, so my apologies. You get 2 free hits, because I jacked that up. So for its second attack, it's going to miss. When you start your turn in that smoke, you'll gain the concealed action too. Or get concealed thing too. So you'll also, Pascal, you'll be concealed on your next turn.
Cool.
Grave, it is your turn.
Grave.
And as you enter the festering smoke, I need you to make a fortitude saving throw. There's ways to force this. Hold on, I know how to do this. How do you do this? Bayard, what was the command to ask for a save?
There's a thing on their toolbar. Also, most enemies, they have in Foundry, there's a little chat icon, and you can post what the save is in chat, and then they can just click a button.
Ah, okay. Let me do that real quick. Post that in there. There we go. So you click this save.
I think you're still posting everything like private, so we probably can't say anything.
Private GM role. My apologies. Let me change that to a public thing and post it again. There you go. Now you can click the save button. And you fail. So you will suffer the sickened 1. So I can apply that. Nope, you got it. Cool. Awesome.
Well, try to bop the rat.
Do it.
I don't think that did enough.
That's is disarm your attack? Is it just called disarm?
It also disarms.
Okay, cool.
Is it technically flat-footed?
It would be.
Yes,
Well, if it's obscured, hold on, I forgot. Before you
Well,
can even
the
attack,
first-
you have to roll the
I
d20
Gotcha.
right out the gate. So yeah, you would be able to attack it, and then we go into that. However, wise.
It would be
Pathfinder Gem
flanked.
of Life. Okay, cool.
It's flanked.
Awesome. Then I'm gonna give it flat-footed real quick, which I think a 12 still misses anyway. But I'm gonna give it the flat-footed condition right now, just so that we know for the future.
I didn't have it marked. That's why I didn't already.
It will automatically calculate being flanked.
Oh,
You don't
well,
have to
cool.
add the flat-footed condition to it.
Okay. targeting or not, though, a 12 would have missed
Well, you have to roll a d20 first.
for the second attack. Hold on, just out of curiosity, is that every single attack they make, or they just need to do it once and then their turn?
Every single attack.
Okay. Oh yeah, all no. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. Any attack, spell, or any other effect other than area effects.
Okay. So feel free to.
That's all for me, folks.
Okay. Darlock, it is your turn.
That's 20. I'll 20. Trying to see this angle real quick.
Okay.
I think that's still 10 feet. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go.
Make the d20 roll. You can, in fact, swing at it. And
For
hit it.
23. Or hopefully 7. And then I'm going to just roar at it, trying to just flex against it, like that I'm going to completely crush it underneath me to try to demoralize it.
Okay.
And would you determine that I could utilize my physical presence in this demoralization to try to increase my intimidating prowess? Or no?
I'll allow it. I'm fine.
All right.
Sure. Go
So
ahead.
that will be a +1 bonus. So this is a +9 to this roll. Come on, demoralize.
It's
All right. All right. So then you just drag and drop that condition there. It'll be frightened 1.
Okay. Drag and drop right onto Rat.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Trying to make this rat easier for people to hit.
Pascal, I need you. Oh, she takes the persistent fire damage after the save or before the save?
It's at the end of the turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's at the end.
So you can try to put it out, I think?
Yeah, when I because I do have 25 feet of movement. Right, sorry. Yes. I'm gonna use my movement to get over to there to kind of water. Because you said it was like only a little bit caught at this point?
Yeah, your leg's on fire.
Okay. Is this water theoretically enough to douse that, or do I need to spend more time? I'm like 2'9".
Is there a roll to make for it, or is it just you put it out with water?
It's your call on how you can do it. So
Okay.
So here's essentially how it works. There's certain ways that you could decide to help people, right? And the GM makes a determination on whether that can lower the DC from like 15 to 10. But then there's other things that the GM can make a call. For example, one of the things called out is if you douse fire in water, it puts it out.
Okay. It's so the water itself isn't knee deep. It's literally across the bottom of the floor. But I will say that if you would like to just take one action over the water to just put it out, you don't need to make a check or anything. You can. It would have to be you like scooping the water to put it onto your leg, or like actually bending down far enough for your leg to be like basically kneeling down to put your leg into the water, because it's literally not even ankle deep.
Okay.
So if you wanna use the water to put it out, you can do that without needing to make any saves or anything to pat or douse or whatever else. I don't know. But you'd have to like actually bend down and put it out.
Okay. I'm gonna scratch that. Then I'll do that on my next turn if I don't pass this. But since that cooldown is only 1 round, I am going to go for another one. I think theoretically I angle it in a way to not hit the idol.
You can try. Just draw it out and see.
You can also grab the dot in the middle of that and move it around as you see fit.
I didn't place that one, so I
Oh, okay.
I
Can't
did,
do
but I
that.
can't click it. When I click into the ruler,
You can't rotate it. You can only delete
I'll just
and
delete
move,
it.
but you can't spin it.
We're gonna clear templates, and I'll do a new cone. How's that sound?
I can do it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. No
Okay,
worries.
I'll delete mine. There you go. All yours.
I'm not sure. It's seeming like that's going to. Oh, yeah, because the spell effect is the spell effect coming from me. I'm going to probably hit. So I'm just gonna move over. I'll just do a step action, and then I'll do the cone.
Okay.
There, because that should not be hitting Grave Reel. Yeah. So that is that DC 18 reflex save. Or plus whatever their vulnerability is in cold damage.
It passes the save.
Something's messed up with the calculation because you should be getting
Yeah, it should be
1d4 for each level, or 1d4 for every what's this called? Kobold breath.
cold breath or dealing with 4 level damage at 3rd level and every 2 levels thereafter. So it's
Okay,
technically
2 levels. Okay, so not until 3rd level
yeah.
does it go up. All right.
Okay.
So it's only 1d4.
Okay. Well, it takes max damage, plus 5, so we will.
That's a pass.
It takes half damage, so half damage.
Yeah. If you hold down Shift when you click on the half damage button, you can do modifiers and just add the +5 to it.
Oh, okay. I'll heal it back, and then I'll shift click.
You just healed it for
you
4.
healed.
Oh my gosh!
Just deal. Just deal. Man, the math's all messed up now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So shift click half and then type in +7, and that'll fix it.
There. You can't heal for half. My bad.
Unless you shift click heal.
Yeah. All right. Learning. See, this is why I need the learning. All right. Damage is done though. A good chunk out of him.
And then the 1 round cooldown. And that is my turn.
You take 1d4.
Well, as soon as you hit end turn, it'll auto
Ah, sweet.
do all that.
Okay.
So
Yikes.
there'll be 2 damage, and then you can click that recovery check, and you fail, so you're still on fire.
Actually, I'm gonna hero point that.
Sure.
If it's
And you're no longer on fire.
You're not on fire. Awesome. Not on fire.
but I
Okay.
still do take that 2 damage, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Hey, I don't think I had you on your turn make your save for the fetid. So if you can click the fetid fumes, I'll post again in here for you, real quick. You have to make
You
the
have to
fortitude save.
manually set it to a private GM role, though.
What was that?
It doesn't automatically set it to private GM role. You have to do that above the text box.
The private GM roll for.
The fetid stuff. I thought you wanted it privately.
Oh no. I'm fine.
Oh,
Yeah, and you pass, so you're not fetid. You're just chilling in some smoke in there.
Groovy.
Yeah, Gruel,
Yeah,
it's your
fetid.
turn.
I will. Move up to here.
Okay.
And he has disease. Graviel does.
Well,
sickness 1.
I think it was they use sickness 1 to kind of.
He's sickened.
Well, so
It's a condition.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I help? Can I help him heal it?
Let me read it, because from my understanding, they just asked us to use sickened 1 because it applies the -1 penalty like it's supposed to, but he isn't sickened per se, is he? You just take a status penalty of -1 for just being in the cloud and trying to attack. So you're not sickened, you're just in the cloud, affected by the cloud.
Okay.
But you're not necessarily sickened. If you just step out of the cloud, I think it just goes away, is what it says.
I'm on my 3rd rebirth.
Okay.
That's my understanding of it, unless I'm wrong. If you guys, the Cinder Rat.
Oh, that's probably right.
Is it? I'm just
Then-
determined. It just says to use sickened because it applies the -1 penalty, but you're not necessarily sickened. You could step out of the fetid fumes and drop the penalty.
Cool. I will turn my head to Darlock and extend my tongue, touching his blade yet again.
Okay.
It's already badly injured. We're gonna have a boss fight with no spell slots left.
Yeah, you can rest later. All right. And you see the tongue pop out again. It contacts the
Kill it, Darlock.
Geis arm, and you have magic weapon again. It is the Cinderat's turn. Tracking the movement of Pascal, it's going to try to bite down again. Since Pascal's the one pumping out this cold damage thing, and it doesn't seem to like it. For a
Oh.
success.
That's
Hold
gonna.
on one
Yeah, I was gonna
sec.
say your
Yep.
fighter over here. Or sorry,
Both
not
within
fighter.
15. So I will save you from 4 points of damage for that.
Okay, let's see what the damage would be.
Oh my god.
So 16 damage.
I'm down. I'm at dying 2.
Let me
If
shift.
it-
That's
What
a
was
crit, and it downed me.
Yeah,
I'm at dying 2.
I'll make you dying too.
So I shift click damage, and I can -4 from that.
Yep.
Okay.
And because Pascal went down due to a crit, they will automatically jump to dying too.
You are.
If it makes you feel better, Gruul has all our heal spells and is using them for magic weapon.
I don't want to alarm you, but you're also on fire.
Oh, great!
Oh no.
This is how my PC dies.
And your turn is before my turn.
Well, no, because in Pathfinder 2nd Edition,
Oh.
you change initiative order to be before the person that dropped you. So you need to change Pascal's initiative order to right before the Cinder Rat.
I also need to give the rat back 16 damage because I
Yeah, you applied it to the rat.
applied the rat.
I think you can
How
keep it on
nice.
the rat.
Pascal. Shift click damage.
Well, I
Minus-
do hit the rat for 14, so
There we go. So Pascal's at the top of the round now, yes? And
Pascal will be right before the Cinder Rat.
right before the Cinder Rat. Okay,
Yep. So after Gruul. And then I deal 14 damage to the Cinder Rat
awesome. Let me apply that.
for my Retributive Strike.
Okay. Okay. Good. That's its first bite. Having seen you gone down, it will untarget you and focus on the much more alarming issue. Oh wait, for your Retributive Strike, does it have to make the d20 for the attack still?
Oh, probably. Let's see. Nope, I would have missed.
That would have missed.
It's still concealed. I don't have any hero points, so
We did 14, so it gets 14 back.
yeah.
Okay. It will move over to here. enveloping everybody in this smoke. It's not in the water, is it? Nah, it's right on the edge of the water. We're good. So, because it can't go in the water. It's going to run over to here and make a attack at the one who's done the next most amount of damage. Darlock. Missing. Because of your frightened. That will end its turn.
It will no longer be frightened.
It's not frightened anymore? Okay.
Frightened reduces by 1 each end of each round.
Okay. I removed that. Grave, I need you... Oh, you're already fetid, so it doesn't matter. So you can step back out to be unfetid, but when you start your turn in it, you have to make the save. So give me a DC 22 save to see if you can just shrug off the fetid grossness. You're good. You're not suffering from that penalty anymore. Let me remove that for you. There you go.
Yeah.
You can stay in the smoke now. It doesn't matter. It's just chilling in there with you. Why is it so far forward? There it goes. It wasn't like in the box. That was weird. Okay.
Gonna shift down there with a 5-foot step and try to strike the rat.
Okay. It is flat-footed, so you do get that extra little penalty or extra little bonus there. Go ahead and make your attack. That will hit.
Needs to roll the concealed.
Oh, you're right. Yep. Roll a... Yeah, you can hit it. So, you got a hit. Roll your damage. 9 damage to Cinder Rat. Okay. You still have 1 action, right?
I'm gonna try and trip the rat.
Okay. Sure.
Darn.
Yeah, it passes. So you try to trip it, but its legs are so small, you just kind of kick out one of its legs, and it stays on the other 3 and shakes it off a little bit. Is that everything?
Yep.
Darlock, it is your turn.
Well, let's try this again. Okay, I can strike at it. For critical hit,
Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
which is sadly only 18 damage because I rolled a 3 and a 2.
Sadly only, as it dies. Explain how you do it.
I just plunge my polearm into its body and then kind of pierce it into the ground. I let go. I rush over, perhaps, if I select the right tool, to Pascal, and I cast Lay on Hands.
Okay.
Heal. Oh, it did not. It's supposed to be 12.
12. If I hold
Yeah.
shift heal, it should still... I can do +6, right? +6 to the 6 gives it 12, so plus...
Oh, wait, no. It's 6. Sorry. At level 3, it becomes 12. I messed up.
Nope, no worries.
Sorry,
I will
yep.
click the heal button.
I keep thinking we're level 3 for some reason, and I'm doing my math wrong, but we're only level 2.
No worries, no worries. Pascal, you get your 6 hit points back. You are still on fire.
But they won't be
Yeah,
dying 2. They'll be wounded 1 and no longer unconscious.
You know,
Dying
improvements.
2 becomes dying 1 goes... Yeah, there it all goes. And wounded
Yeah.
1. Okay.
That's my whole turn.
Okay. Back at the top of the round. Gruel, it's your turn. The rat's dead. The polearm is still stuck into the ground through the rat. And you saw Darlock come running across to heal your down compatriot.
Is there another target?
No. We're out of combat.
Oh.
Well, you probably still want to stay in initiative order because of the persistent damage that could end up killing Pascal. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
Okay, I'll run up and I'll try to put out the fire.
Sure. It's I believe, a DC 15. So go ahead and roll. Yeah, you put out the fire. It's out.
This is a close one, little bold.
So fire is out. You are no longer with persistent damage. The rat has been vanquished. And you are out of combat.
Perhaps now would be time to mend wounds.
Yeah, it's necessary.
And now I understand why you were so fixated on rats earlier.
Yeah, this one's bound to be tasty.
Rats are tasty, but they also
Hey.
find us tasty.
Hey, it's already cooked. I'm gonna stand up.
I go and get my weapon back.
Okay. So as the fight dies out here, and you guys kind of gather yourselves a little bit, looking around the room a little bit and looking more closely, you, as described earlier, you see right where Pascal is now standing, a orb that seems to be made of stone and other like dirt and earthen material, kind of just hovering there. To the northeast, you see a stone or a glass orb with like a whirling vortex of cloud inside. To the southeast, you see that fiery, burning, kind of a swirling fire inside of this glass orb. And then on that northeast side, the water's still kind of pooling around there.
I believe Gruel's trying to use medicine to treat wounds, but forgot that there's a treat wounds function.
Yeah, I pressed the wrong
And is
button.
Now probably trying to look up what to roll. D2D8.
I'm trying to find the button.
It's
under
under
utility.
utility. One brain cell.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll apply some healing. Heal. Boop.
I should have treat disease now as well. How do I add that to the utility thing?
Treat disease is separate and takes a long period of time, so
Okay.
you don't really need to worry about it for that.
Okay.
It takes 8 hours of treating, and then you just make a medicine check against the disease's DC. During that time, I refocused to gain my lay on hands back.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to take any extra time to pump your lay in hands into anybody before moving on, or do you want to?
Nope, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay. Okay.
What is barely injured?
Barely injured.
I
It's
took
like 5 hit points.
I took 1 damage
Ah, yeah.
from
And-
a kobold a while ago.
And then injured is like quite a bit.
Injured, I'm down 7.
Okay. Okay. This fancy room.
I am not the smartest man, but obviously there was once a water orb in the corner we came from. 4 elements, 4 orbs. Makes sense.
Okay. How do we... Oh, I know what to do. Okay, so we break all the other ones, and then we make big rooms, like the water room.
That is a good idea. But I worry the execution of it might kill us.
That's
Good
the point.
idea, bad execution.
That's a
right.
lot of water, that's right.
That could be a lot of fire too.
And a lot of lightning.
Perhaps where the water had a dip in it, there could be the remnants of what once existed there.
Do you want me to go swim for it? See if there's anything?
Perhaps our frog friend would be most suited for that task.
Oh yeah, perfect. I got swimming.
Mind you, again, this is only about ankle deep. There's not a lot to swim in.
I'm going swimming.
Okay. You lay down in ankle deep water and swim.
I thought it was a bit deeper up here, but I guess not.
No, up in that area where it dips a little bit, it's more here. Here gets up to just above like maybe calf-ish deep depth of water. It doesn't get deep.
And then it goes up. There's no more water.
No, and it just pools there because that's where there's a little lip there right in front of it that catches it, but it's really only like a step. It's not deep.
So I guess we could look into the water for evidence of the last
What's
orb.
going on with this little thing here in the middle that I noticed has 4 posts and then a circle thing? What is that?
So the module doesn't explain what it is. So it just looks really cool. Maybe, you know what? They're chairs to sit on and ponder around a bowl.
So you
We
can
should
ponder the
roll
orb.
one of the orbs into this and see what happens. I vote the fire one.
Should we shoot an orb?
That is a good idea. I fear the execution of it, though. Might not be best.
He's gonna just like nod, reloading the gun at his holster as he's nodding. Slowly pull the gun to hold it.
Would anybody like to touch the orbs?
Bravriel will touch the fire orb.
Okay.
Because this one down here.
Yeah, the fire orb is emanating a small warmth. It's not necessarily hot to the touch, but you can feel that it is warm. As you touch it, nothing seems to happen from the fire orb specifically.
What's with the thing in the center of the room?
So that's actually not addressed in the module. So it looks really good. I was saying, those 4 corners that you see are actually little pedestals to sit on and ponder with.
Ponder the orb?
Ponder the orbs!
You can ponder the orbs.
I'm gonna grab the air orb and try to bring it to the center to ponder it.
Okay, as you touch the air orb, inside, or a small voice, very faint, whisper almost, comes out like across the chamber, and you all hear it, but it is a whisper, and it says, "Call upon the wind to gain my blessing, and soar through the sky." And you feel suffused into you, Darlock, this strange power that, like, you feel if you were able to tap into it, you could almost fly.
Oh.
This orb does funny things to Darlock's tummy tum.
Your
And
tummy
it spoke
tum?
to me, too.
Yeah, and each
It
of
told
you
me
heard the
to
whisper.
soar.
Each of you heard the whisper.
Okay, so we go touch the other ones. And then we see what it does to Darlock's tummy tum.
Okay.
Pascal, do you just run up and touch it?
I want to run right up to it,
Okay.
and then I'll touch it after like a couple seconds.
Okay, you watch as Pascal scurries over, tentatively raises a hand, looks back at the group, and then touches the orb. And again, in a similar whisper, you hear, "Call upon the earth to gain its strength." And you feel suffused within you this faint, almost distant, but like if you focused on it, you could reach out and touch it just inside of you. This distant strength that you feel would bring about kind of a like a bulge to your muscle, maybe suffusing you with some extra power when needed.
Oh, Darlock, this one will make your muscles big. I don't need it.
I always want bigger muscles.
I go over and touch the orb.
Okay, and you hear the same faint whisper. It says, "Call upon the earth to gain its strength," and within you, you feel that same. You now feel two though, because you've touched both. It does not replace. You feel two. One that weird. If you reached out and touched it, you could almost feel like you could fly. Whereas this other one, if you feel like you reached out and felt this and touched this other weird, strange, entity almost like a living being almost within your soul. You reached out and just connected with it, touched it. You feel like you would just immensely grow stronger for having called upon it.
I touch the fire orb.
The fire orb is merely warm to your touch and does not provide any benefits.
How
Awesome.
heavy is the fire orb?
It is immovable, as far as you know. It's not. So they're not floating. They're in the ground, but the orb just comes out. To lift it out of the ground would take, from your better judgment, an impossible amount of strength.
I invoke the orb of earth for a tremendous amount of strength to try to rip out the fire orb
Okay.
and take it with us.
Yep, you reach out and connect with that strength that was given. And for the next 24 hours... Let me read this one more time, make sure I'm not messing this up. Oh, no. It says, for the next few seconds, you feel like your melee strikes would deal extra damage. The orb is unmoving.
Well, I'm sure they'll come in handy later.
I guess I just wasted mine.
After a few seconds, you feel that strength leave, and it is gone. After
dang.
approximately 6 seconds.
That did not make me stronger at all.
Well,
Did you guys want to touch each of the orbs yourselves and gain the same benefits?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, so each of you guys have two different activation, if you will, and it does not take an action. You can just call upon it. So whenever you'd like, you can activate either the earth or the wind, as described, or for the intent of going forward. Within the next 24 hours, if you call upon either of these two blessings, you will either gain +2, says all your melee strikes deal +2 extra damage, or for the wind elemental for the next 24 hours, you can spend one action and fly for just one turn up to 40 feet. So for the strength one, it's only for 6 seconds. You get one turn where you can do 2 extra damage. And then for the air elemental one, you can fly 40 feet. And that's it.
Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. And as we move out of the elemental of chaos, we will turn on Soggy Crossroads. As you trudge through the water, ankle deep, It does get a little bit deeper, heading towards the northern passage here, where it splits here, and that northern passage gets a little bit deeper, up to about the mid calf, but not deep enough that you can't just walk through it if you so chose to do.
Mid calf to Gruel or mid calf to Darlock and Gravio?
Mid calf to Darlock. For the shorter compatriots in the group, it might be like knee to maybe mid thigh at most, if depending on just how short or tall you are. But it's not deep, and it's not necessarily difficult terrain or anything for you to walk through.
Lumen, how tall is Gruel? Out of curiosity.
He is 4'11".
Oh, so he's not that short. So if I'm 2'9", where would that hit?
What?
Probably.
Oh, for somebody who's 2'9", it's easily like, I would say, probably waist to stomach depth for you.
Beautiful. I'm a fan of that. Thank you.
New friend, would you like me to carry you through the water?
I can swim. It's okay.
Will not your gun get wet?
It could probably be cleaned off, let's be honest.
Very well.
As you guys move towards that northern side and gain just a little bit closer to that northern room, the smell from earlier is more pungent, and you surmise that whatever is the cause of the smell is definitely coming from this passage, not the passage you just came from.
Well, let's figure it out. What's stank?
Okay.
Darlock kind of sniffs himself real quick, like trying to hide it.
Moving up to here, there is an overpowering stench in this chamber, like rotten fish mixed with oily sweat. The warm, humid air only adds to the foul atmosphere. Unlike the previous chambers, this one appears to be a natural cavern, dotted with limestones and stalactites and stalagmites, making it hard to see where the room ends.
Perhaps the dead fish smell is indicating that this is whatever has been chomping on the fish.
Okay.
It could also just be a big dead fish.
Big dead fish means big creature that eats fish. Yes?
True. Yes. Shall we,
Let's get to smashing.
Are you going to stealthily move in or just power in?
I don't do stealth.
Okay. So moving up to about here, we'll say here.
Other people can try to be stealthy, but I have no stealth.
yeah, the angel is not too stealthy either.
I assume
My
you
stealth's
guys...
so bad.
Sorry, go ahead.
My stealth's so bad I removed it from my skill actions list. I filtered it out.
There's no reason to have this.
We can put it back on, but
yeah. Moving up to here. So if you want to move your pieces, I'm assuming you're going to be relatively close together. But as you enter the room, you can see within the room these large, almost reptilian-looking creatures. They're humanoid, but they have like similar to Pascal reptilian like features. You know, the maw and the texture of like the head, the shape of the head comes out to be a little more reptilian in nature. And you understand that these are like underground dwelling type creatures of a deeper dark. They don't necessarily always move up to this level. They are from a deeper, darker area in the recesses of the world. But as you move into the room, you can see 3 of these creatures standing here, and they notice you upon entering as well. And we'll move right into combat.
Go, Darlock's initiative.
He's really great with
Same,
initiative.
You roll theirs after you guys have all rolled. Okay.
Good old tanks going last.
You need more dexterity, right? Isn't that what plays into... Or no, it's perception, isn't it? Perception plays into...
Yeah, it's perception.
Yep. All right, we will begin the encounter. Do you guys hear, is Sirenscape working for you?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Then we'll move into the encounter here. Pascal, it is your turn.
Yeah. I got my 10 paces. Can I get to there? I'll do... Oh, I don't want to move there. I wanted to do 5. 5 to get... Whoa. Maps are fun. I want to do 5, 10 to get to there.
With your
Or am I-
size, I'll allow it because you are really tiny to fit just
Oh,
against
is it?
that wall. It's
Okay.
pretty tiny through this little area, but with your size, I would say a larger creature really wouldn't be able to fit between Darlock and that wall, but a small creature will. And you are considered small, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Sorry. I could not tell where... I don't see any grid lines, so sorry.
There really isn't. You could almost move into the wall, so...
Gotcha. I'm gonna target that one up to the north. I have that pulled. And I will go ahead. Oh, actually, first I'm going to do a rock into a reload to get my second barrel loaded.
Is that part of... So I know in your initiative rolls you can do the 10 paces. You did that.
So I did my 10 paces.
Yep, and then...
And yeah, I was going to use an action for it.
Okay, I was going to say, do you have to fire immediately?
I don't, because what goes into the 10 paces, it's an interact to draw it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, and I get that free 10-foot step.
Okay, so it's basically 10 paces is to draw a weapon and move.
Yeah.
And there's no action, there's no fire inside of that.
No.
Ah, okay, cool. Tracking. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to rock into a reload to get that second barrel
Okay.
for my first action.
Okay. You have, double barrel loaded now.
Yeah. To create a diversion. I'm gonna say, hey, look behind you. And see how well.
See how well he's distracted.
Goodness.
Click one of the distracting words, probably, is what you're doing. So
Yeah.
if you click that button,
Hey, look behind you.
So this is a success against his save, meaning he is distracted, correct?
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm reading that properly and not that he succeeded your save. This is you succeeded on distracting him.
means they will be flat-footed to this strike, so you would apply the flat-footed condition temporarily
Let me put that in there.
to them. As it kind of looks away and Pascal hides.
How many hero points? So I'm hoping to the RNG.
Alright,
Angels
he
of this
is
works.
Flat-footed, and that's a hit.
So that's 2 bullets.
Boom, boom.
So I got 1, 2, because they do their separate damage.
Damage. And damage.
And then I will take my last action to reload once more.
Alright. I will remove... Does he stay flat-footed for the entirety of the round or until his turn? I didn't read
No,
that.
it just flat-footed against Pascal's strike because Pascal was hidden.
Okay, so then I can remove flat-footed now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright. Is that your turn then?
Yep, that's my 3 actions. So reloading the 3rd.
Fantastic. Going to the Zulgath, I don't think that's how you say it, the Zulgath that you just shot. It is unhappy with that. It knows which way you came from now, so it's going to turn and look over that direction, pull out its javelin and hurl it at you.
I think I'd be at some sort of. Would I be at some sort of cover? Or no, that's a straight shot. It looks like.
No, yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't look like it would be cover.
He misses anyway. To which it pulls out a club and prepares, and moves forward to here. Okay. That is its turn. Your turn.
I will attempt to daze it.
Okay. It critically fails. It is dazed. Let me drag and drop the
It worked.
stunned one onto him as well.
We take double damage.
Oh, I'll take
Yep.
damage again then. You're right.
And then I'll attempt to shoot it with my blowgun.
Do it.
Oh my god. Even your
It
blowgun.
hits.
Oh my gosh!
It
One
hits.
damage. Really.
Think right into his eye. Or right above his eye, like right in the eyebrow. It was close to getting the eye, but it was right in the eye. You got him. This poor dude not having a good day. This guy is going to slide to here and hurl a javelin at the big guy. He looks pretty easy to hit. He's a big target, right? That's what it's thinking. Look at the size of that guy. How could I miss?
And he did not miss.
He hits. For 9 damage to Darlock. And a spear slides, or a javelin, my bad, slides between the rock formation and his compatriot and slams into you. And then with his final action, he's just going to pull out his club. And this guy will do the same. Slide over to here, look down the hallway, and see a large, formidable looking creature and wanting to try to rid themselves of this scary looking big orc. He's going to also hurl a javelin. Critically missing for nothing. And then he'll pull out his club as well. Darlock, your turn.
I'm gonna carve my way through. I'm gonna swing at this guy in front of me first
That is a hit.
for 7.
He will take 7 damage. And fall to the ground. Dead.
And then I need to check something real quick. $15, so I'll get both of them. So I am going to let out a cry, or just this rage of frustration, and it takes on this thunderous, booming voice as I use Cry of Destruction. At both of them.
I just go.
And they both have to make a Fortitude save. So they each
Both
take
do succeed. So it's
half damage of 2. Oh my god, that's horrible. Such a bad roll.
Both take half damage. Should apply to both, yep.
That's my turn.
Okay. Grave, it's your turn. What would you like your
Grave.
idol to do? You are the idol. The
We
Otarian
are
idol.
we are grave. We are grave. We scoot on up and try to do what he does the worst. Hi-ya! Oops.
Let me see if that hits. Yeah, it hits. It hits. Target him now, and then just roll your damage, because that hits.
9.
Okay. So this Zulgath will take 9 damage.
And it's disarmed, I believe.
Ah, okay. And it drops.
No. Yeah, I have to roll an athletics skill.
Oh, you hit it to disarm it. Does it work? Let's see.
No, it's an action. I can.
Oh.
I don't have to have a free hand to do it. The weapon is allowed to disarm. I think the Kopesh can do it too.
Okay.
And we'll try. Actually, and we'll try to trip it.
Go for it.
I am prone.
No.
Dang. So you try and trip it, but it kind of picks up the leg instinctively, and the force of that kick, because this is a larger-ish creature, you were expecting it to be kind of heavy. That swing just kind of throws you off balance a little bit, and the rock that you're standing on gives a little, and you tumble and fall to the ground. Is that everything?
Yep.
Okay. Pascal, it's back to you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot it.
Do it.
I'm gonna shoot it so good that it's definitely gonna hit.
It's a hit. You're aiming for the one that's right next to your compatriot, right?
Yeah, it should be targeted.
Awesome. It takes damage.
I
Action
will.
1.
I don't think I'm close enough to do the thing that. It's a very inconvenient angle to do the thing that I would think would be fun. So I will instead do another Raconteur reload because that's fun.
Okay. Go ahead.
Hey guys, look, your buddy's dead.
To try to create a diversion. Let me get that.
Yeah. He's successfully looking at his unconscious buddy for a second, took his eyes off of you for that split second is all you needed.
And I'm reloaded.
Hold on, let me give him flat-footed real fast.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, but that reloaded as well. I don't know why it doesn't reload automatically with the Raconteur reload.
Okay. It's fine.
And then I'm gonna try to hit him again.
Do it.
Multi-attack penalty.
You hit for 4 more damage.
And that is my turn.
Choke out of him. Okay. Your turn.
I'll just move up a little bit more. I'll try to target the one that's not. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go with the near-death guy.
Okay. Near-death guy.
Good idea.
Get dazed!
Hopefully, good execution.
He is dazed. Or no, he's not.
Half damage.
He's not stunned, but he does take full damage. Or half damage.
Half damage.
Yep, half damage.
2 points, 2 points, 2 points. No!
Still standing, but only by a sliver. He looks incredibly bad. Is that... He doesn't take the stun because he didn't critically fail. So, okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
That is your turn. This guy's seeing the way this is going and knows what's happening, is going to take all of his actions to flee. Does anybody want to take an attack of opportunity or anything like that? Got it? I don't know.
None of us have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then he is straight up gone. He's leaving. He is not sticking around. And he flees to a tunnel to the east, leaving just this guy here, who also sees what is happening, and with complete disregard for any of its safety or possible attacks, is going to also flee. Because it wants none of it. It knows where this is going. And it's gone as well. And unless you guys are going to try and chase down a tunnel that we don't have a map necessarily for, but we can roleplay the tunnels to try and chase these guys down, it's up to you.
We're here to kill everything endangering Otari.
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna go after it. I don't see a reason not to.
Yeah.
You guys all want to go after it?
Or do we want to?
Perhaps we can find a way to collapse the tunnel.
Okay, good idea.
Okay. It doesn't take too long. The work you put in, and investigating it here, you can see this tunnel leads down into just complete dark, I mean, you're already in complete dark, but this darkness down here gets overwhelmingly dark. And you know that...
What's darkness?
What is darkness?
Yeah, but this is like that deep dark, if you know what I mean. Like that, like it's...
Darlock doesn't know what you mean.
The dark is the same amount of dark, but the depths that you would travel down that tunnel become oppressive. But you work. It doesn't take long. Maybe 20, 25 minutes of chipping away at some edges and stuff. The ceiling, and it does collapse and closes off this tunnel.
Are these eggs down here?
Mushrooms.
Hey, it's black and white. That's the curse of dark vision. Are they mushrooms? Are they eggs?
Let me look, because I don't think it talks about them at all. Again, yeah, so those are whoever made the map added them in for effects. So sure, they are mushrooms. Because they are not on the map in the book. They are on the map we were playing on. So they are mushrooms like you've gathered in the past.
I spend some time refocusing while we're doing all this, and I lay on hands myself.
Okay.
You said it takes like 30 minutes or so to do this?
In that time of... I said about 20, but we can do 30. That way you can recoup 2 of your lay on hands, so you'll have a lay on hands again and be able to still cast it twice, if that makes sense.
I let Graverail do most of the work while I focus on communing with Ragathel.
Okay.
Yep. Works for me.
And on the one dead warrior that you saw, there was a club and 2 javelins. The other 2 fled, and you collapsed them, so they're gone. Would anybody like to search the room for goodies or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, give me... let's just... What is it? Perception check?
Yeah.
Let's end encounter real quick, because this is done. And let's move you just back to exploring the dungeon. Yeah, okay. Gruel, you find tucked away underneath one of the folds of the fallen Zulgath, a little leathery bag, and as you pull it out and sift through it, you see. Let's see, can you show it? Some like coins inside of it, but they're not normal coins. They're from far away, like some sort of weird. You've not seen these before. They're metallic coins, but they're not like gold pieces you can spend. One of the coins is minted with some sort of faraway kingdom deep underground, and it shows a tower inside a cave on the side, on one side. As you flip it over to look at the other side, there's a sinister-looking elf's head on the other side. They have a value, and altogether there are, let's see, it just says a handful, so not a specific number, but let's say 5. 5 coins, and the total value of those coins are 4 gold and 38 silver. So let me just pop that into our new loot sheet. How do you do this? There we go. 4 gold and 38 silver. Worth of these weird coins that if you so chose to sell to somebody, that's the value you would get out of them. How would you guys like to distribute said coins? Do you want to just quote unquote, hey, we sold them, and just distribute the gold evenly?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's just the easiest way, it feels like.
There'll be 2 silver left over.
Okay.
Just because math, I think.
I was going to do math real quick.
Yeah.
So everybody gets 9 silver pieces. So you will have to edit your character sheets, open up your character sheet, add in 9 silver and 1 gold per person. And there will be a leftover of 2 silver pieces.
You can drag from the
yeah, that's how we
inventory.
did that. I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah. Drag and take 1 gold, drag and take 9 silver, and then it'll just subtract from here as we go.
That's so much. Yeah, I forgot that that's the whole reason we created this loot sheet. Do I need a drag and drop, or can you all drag and drop?
We can drag and drop ourselves.
Sweet!
I already did it, for example.
Oh yeah,
I did mine manually already.
See, you messed it up.
Okay, fine, I'll take it out.
Sorry, this is new this session, and I've not seen it before. This is me learning, and luckily we have somebody who's like great at not just Pathfinder, but great at Foundry. So this is all stuff I'm learning as we go along. Yeah, drag and drop. As long as you got the coins in there, you're good to go. And I think this is a good stopping point for today. As we move into the next parts, we're going to run into more fights, more stuff. And there's only about 13 minutes left today. So I think this will be a good stopping point for today. I'm thinking our calendar, I know next week we're supposed to have games, but I think that they've been pushed, so I don't think we'll have games next week. Is that correct?
I'm not available for the rest of May until we do our one-shot society one-shot on the 27th.
Okay. So...
which will be Pathfinder 2e again.
Okay. So we will be back in almost 3 weeks. So look for us on the 27th. We have our Digital Dungeon Society Pathfinder one-shot being hosted by our GM Bayard. So join us on the 27th. For the 14th and the 21st, we will not be holding games. So we will see you again in a few weeks. I hope everybody had fun. I know I had fun. And thanks for joining us out in Twitchland. You guys are awesome. And take care.
Thanks.
Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.